It's happening. Listen, before this episode starts, we just thought we'd make a little clip to let you know that anyone who doesn't know, we now have a Patreon. It is patreon.com/another one podcast. And there's like a few different tiers on there. And we can go and get where you can sign up to us. And it helps us make this podcast. Helps us make it, helps us pay for the podcast, helps us make it better, helps us improve and put more content out. We've got big plans for things we want to do, haven't we? Since
yes, we have. We've got big plans. We have got big plans.
Yes, Rob. Yes.
No, we have got big plans, and without anyone signing to the Patreon, this will die.
Yeah.
This will go away eventually, because if we can't make it work financially, we can't keep doing it, can we?
No, we can't just keep throwing fucking...
No, and we've got Aftermill to buy, and that fucking costs
We've got kids to pay for. Yeah. Listen, I'll be honest, if I can't provide, I'll leave.
Yeah.
So...
And we already know.
You don't want to make an orphan.
We already know how it's going, don't we? So we needed to be giving us something back.
Yeah, please.
Because we're bleeding here.
My kids are begging. My kids begging.
So sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/another one podcast.
That's it. There's 3 different tiers, loads of different prices.
Pick one.
Help
sign
us.
Up. You won't even notice it going out your bank. It's a couple of quid.
Less than a Tesco meal deal. Or, well, maybe more than a Tesco meal deal.
You'd buy a starving man a meal deal, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I'm starving. That's what we are. Look at me.
Look at him. Do you think that? Do you think this?
Help.
Another one.
You actually...
It's happening.
Okay, it's happening.
It's your
Welcome to Another One podcast. With me.
Let us talk over each other on the introduction, not use as well.
Yeah. You can join in if you want. Join in with a little... Just have a conversation with Phil as we introduce it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, you're messing.
Let my balls do the talking.
Right, okay.
That's what normally happens.
That's
anyway.
all right. Welcome.
You think with them enough.
A bit much for the top of the show, isn't it?
That
was quite funny myself, sorry.
It was funny, but I mean...
No, forget the welcoming.
No, I want the introduction.
No, we're done now, mate. We've introduced it now.
Hello.
So we'll introduce...
This is my first time. I want a proper...
So...
Welcome to another one podcast brought to you by Rob and Simon as a desperate attempt to stay relevant.
You've got to drop that line, but anyway...
are you trying to make that as like a little catchphrase?
That's my opening now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's so drilled into him that he just... It's like muscle memory for him.
Some lady once tweeted us that she enjoyed my intro.
All right,
it should be, it's Big BT dropping some big TBs.
Yeah, something
Truth
like
bombs.
that.
Oh, yeah.
BBT dropping some TBs all over the place.
Yeah, dropping TB all over the place like a badger.
So joining us today,
joining us
today we've got Eric Rushton, debutant, Leicester Mercury winner.
Are you a winner?
Yeah.
Not just a runner-up now. Proper one.
He's the last person to win it before COVID-19.
Yeah, I won it, and then there was like COVID about 3 weeks.
So you're like the 3-year running Leicester Mercury.
No, they did one between the lockdowns as well.
Rats.
Nina Gilligan won that. She's very good.
Did they?
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that. She'd only been going about 12 years, though. Fucking pissed take that, mate, if you ask me.
Why? Why does it have to be a new comer?
I'm also joined by Phil Ellis.
Hiya.
Gorillas won it. Fourth time.
The Leicester Music Prize, and they weren't new. Well,
it's not the music prize, is it?
Well, it's the same sort of, prestigious.
I don't know how that stuff works. I don't pay attention to things.
Yeah, I don't think it's not necessarily a new comic. I don't know how they decide.
They get nominated by promoters, don't they? So it's not necessarily new, but
I don't get nominated.
I don't know. Go on.
I was just going to listen to fucking comedian.
Yeah.
Surely it's my turn.
Right. You've never been nominated for it.
Right. I used to get, they don't do it anymore, they used to go, and a little shout out for Phil, he was close. And now they don't even bother with that.
I'll be honest, I stopped voting in that 3 years ago.
Oh, the comedian's comedian? Well, I don't vote in that one.
I ran out of people who were respected to win the award and stopped voting in it 3 years ago.
Well, I think it was started by people who wanted to win because they knew they wouldn't know any others. Yeah. But now all the people that would win other things are now starting to win it. I think the other people are like, oh, for fuck's sake, we're going to have to do another one now. I'm going to have to start the over 40s white male comedy award.
Well, the Northwest ones have just been announced, haven't they?
Yeah, I wasn't even on that fucking thing.
All of us overlooked.
Did we not get in the podcast?
Not even in the podcast, mate. There's one I'd never fucking heard of in there.
Who nominates for that? I'm not in the Northwest.
Open spots in the Northwest.
Right. It's the Adam Rushton Northwest Comedy Awards.
Yeah.
And somehow...
You're not afraid to name names on this podcast.
Fuck them.
Already trashed.
A lot of them.
Yeah, and also the Frog and Bucket then did
podcast.
my 18 favourite moments of 2021. I've done that gig every day for the year, and they've managed to miss out every gig I did, saying that none of them had any moments. There were loads of fucking moments. One of them, I climbed a balcony again.
Who decided this? Jess.
Yeah,
have you messaged her about it?
Yes. No, I'm going to. No, I'm hoping she'll see
She'll
this.
see this now.
I'll clip this. We'll clip this for you.
Well, you listen to me, Frog and fucking Bucket, and every act in the Northwest. I don't respect any of you, so I don't want your fucking stupid awards where you all go and just wank off local promoters so you can go and play the fucking above a pub gigs.
Yeah,
fucking bullshit.
Turn up to the awards in your diary in case Rob Riley turns up to
and I bet they start every message to a promoter. Hey, mate, how are you? Fuck it, you don't care.
How do you message promoters?
I go, I'm free here. Yes or no?
No bullshit me.
Yeah.
Don't ask me about my day. Give me the fucking...
Don't email my doctor. Hey, mate, how's it going? Good New Year and everything. Anyway, have I got cancer?
We talked about this. I like to put a little personal message on my emails, on my proters. Little personal.
Yeah.
He's a rat. He got a gig because he fucking offered Toby Jones or someone a bottle of whiskey.
Guy Thomas.
Guy Thomas, that was it.
I know. I didn't offer a bottle of whiskey. I opened my email by talking about whiskey, and I put in the subject line, that Woodford you recommended, lovely. Subject line. Then, hi, Guy. Oh, mate, I bought that bottle you had in your collection.
You got done. You got hustled.
It was a right touch, by the way. I'm free for that gig.
That's fine. It's just being personable.
Exactly.
It's part of the skill.
Oh, you're signed big agency now. You're better than all of us.
Yeah, because I know how to write an email to
Yeah, man. He's fighting now.
Who are you signed with?
Hannah Layton.
Oh, fuck. I've never heard of her. Fuck Hannah Layton.
Very nice.
It's not very nice.
Woman.
Terrible at emails, though. Awful. Have you not read any of it?
Are you being serious?
No, I don't know. I'm just joking. I was just trying to.
I've lost my personal
join
touch.
in.
Yeah. Do you actually ever email your doctor?
No, I don't know.
Example
as soon as I said it, I thought I don't think I've ever. I don't think you email
his
your
witch doctor in Somalia emails.
Dr. Dre.
I didn't mean to pull you up on it, but
People were emailing doctors though during the lockdown.
Yeah, I thought it might make sense for that.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I've never emailed a doctor. No.
Yeah.
And at the moment, I'm just avoiding all the NHS track and trace messages they send me every day.
Oh God, you've been pinged.
No, I got COVID, didn't I?
Absolutely
You got
loves
COVID?
it.
When?
Yeah, over Christmas.
Oh, nice. Did you actually get it? Did you
Yeah, I got it. But I knew I kind of had it, but I had gigs to do, so I just cracked on, and then I thought, well, I'll do the test at the end.
Oh, yeah,
I'll do the test when I got them 2 weeks free.
You can't get COVID if you don't take a test. Live by that rule.
I picked up the free Volkswagen, bright red Volkswagen Beetle of Liam Pickford. He said, I'm getting rid of a car, I wanted a car. So I went, oh, all right, then I'll have it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me, that
so
car.
So fucking went on a love bug ride of spreading COVID around the...
I tried to have a phone conversation on the way back from the gig with him in that car. Jesus. It was just 10 minutes of nothing, and then I said, this is enough now. I don't know what's up with it.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't. Yeah, but you wouldn't hang up, and I didn't know how to hang up.
Hang up, yeah, because it was
so I just had you on silent, just a phone call with you for 15.
Just Simon breathing in the background.
Yeah, but I mean, I was just like, is this on Bluetooth? And he was like, yes. I was like, there's just, and I went, you know what, I'm hanging up on him.
Well, I'll figure it out.
That's what I mean. If you figured it out, then you can.
You're the only person that rang me.
You rang me to tell me you had COVID.
Oh, maybe.
After you'd hugged me.
Oh yeah.
Piece of shit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So you had COVID before Christmas.
Yeah, but luckily it was gone by. It was only a day and a half of feeling a bit cold.
Could have ruined everyone's
I'm
Christmas.
not becoming an anti. I'm not going to go on GB News and tear up masks with Mark Dolan. But
you vaxxed up.
I'm double vaxxed.
Not triple.
Not had the booster because I wasn't allowed it yet, and then I got it, so I've got to wait for a while. But basically, once I've got that, I'm going to do what the fuck I want.
You vaxxed?
Yeah, triple.
Oh yeah.
Triple
vaxxed. Yeah.
How old are you?
25.
Well, you got in early then, didn't
yeah.
you? Really
I've had COVID as well, but I did it in
pushing
July.
wheelchairs out the way to get to the front of that queue, weren't you?
No offense to Eric, but look at him, Phil. He's definitely got asthma.
Why?
What? You have, haven't you?
No. Okay.
You got something underlying health problem.
Do you think I look quite pale?
Why would that mean you got asthma?
Well, I don't know what your reason for saying I had asthma was.
It might be worth pointing out these two have never met. It's just gonna.
And also,
this is an interesting dynamic for me because I know everyone.
You can't accuse someone of having asthma, else you wheeze that out.
You're asthmatic.
I was really self-conscious then, like I'd come and I'd started breathing heavily. And I thought, do I look a bit pale? That's why I said that.
No, to be honest, it's just the easiest one to go to. It's the least offensive one to go to for getting your booster early. Yeah. So I thought I'd try and Houdini you into being like, yeah, I know you. Look at you.
I think it's because you're wearing glasses, and it's as easy. That's how Bobby used to work at school. He'd have picked on you for wearing glasses, and he's just moving on from there.
I wouldn't, but I would now. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
So why did you get your jabs early?
It's just allowed. So accusatory.
Yeah. Why did you want my nana to die?
I got it like the week before Christmas when they opened it up to everyone.
Yeah, it was a good time.
So you're straight in there.
Straight in there. Birmingham New Street Station.
Jabbed, have you?
I'm double jabbed. I'm not triple jabbed. I can't be arsed. I thought, you know what? I played the game. I got double jabbed so I could go on holiday. And the next thing they want me to get jabbed again. I was like, no, I've played your game now. Stop moving the goalposts. Like I've done my bit. If your jab wasn't good enough, go fuck yourself.
Well, we spoke about this on the Patreon, didn't we? About how that they're just using us like pawns. They just fuck about, make us do what they want.
Yeah. Just fucking.
We're both convinced now that money runs the world, don't we? There's no argument.
No argument there. Like the Illuminati, mate. It fucking rules everything.
What about you, Pip? Are you thinking that?
I don't care what's going on. I'll take any jabs.
Right.
You want. In fact, and I don't go anywhere either, really. I don't go on holiday or anything. So
I do. That's why I got the double jab. And now they're making me, the fact that they want me to do another one has annoyed me. It's like, I've done my part. Why am I now having to do more work?
Yeah, I didn't like the follow-up. So when I got COVID, I then went for the PCR test thinking this will be a really in-depth test now. But it just ended up I was doing the same thing in a tent in a fucking field going, I fuck back on the tent to do this. I could have done this. Did this at home, and then it went. But he told me 4 days later. He goes, "You're positive. You've got to stay in now for 10 days." But then he changed it just before Christmas to 7.
Yeah.
So I managed to do that with 2. But then he rang me 3 times a day, going, "So who are you with?" And I went, "Well, I've told everyone I was with." And they went, "Well, we need the names and details." I went,
"No.
Well, I don't think that's my place to." Give you the details.
You're not a grass, are you?
Not really. So I said, well, I can't do that. And they went, well, you have to. And I went, well, I don't think I have to, do I? And he went, yeah. I went, well, what's going to happen if I just say no now and hang up? Are you going to send someone round? They went, I'll ring you back. I went, well, I just won't answer. And he went, well, we'll have to do it now. He says, it takes 20 minutes. And I went, well, I've got COVID. So I'm really ill because it's quite a deadly disease, as you know. And then he said, I'll ring you tomorrow. I go, well, good luck if I'm here, but try. And I thought that was good.
But they don't want to get involved with you because you will stay on the phone. You were telling me about the tin of biscuits you got back, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Because he wasn't willing to leave the woman alone, and then she eventually came round. What happened on that
My
phone
agency
call?
sent me a hamper, like a really nice hamper of stuff.
Okay.
But, well, I was on board. I was really lonely.
Yeah, so this is what I mean. So this is why I agreed to do the
isolated.
podcast, because it's better than
the
alternative.
Do you live
isn't it?
alone?
Yeah.
How long have you lived alone for?
Well, I guess in some ways, 40 years. Really. But most recently, a year on my own, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In a studio flat, which means I watch telly next to a combi boiler.
Yeah.
I always forget that, and then it kicks in. I go, shit. Playing Resident Evil. But I just sent me a hamper, but it had some dented tins in it, and I thought, well, I'm going to have a chat with someone, so I rang them up, and 45 minutes later,
complained that you had dented.
Complained.
Tin of biscuits coming my way, and I got to keep the old ones. So.
And they weren't even smashed, were they?
No, but they were nice tins.
Oh, it's the tin being dented, wasn't it?
It's a tin you don't know what I can use for other than the exact biscuits they sent. Maybe spaghetti.
Put plasters in it and bandages.
I've never seen a long tin of biscuits.
Yeah, well, I'll send you a picture when I get it.
Yeah.
I've seen like a flat.
Nice.
I didn't know what kind of biscuits.
These are
like
high-level biscuits, mate. These are
pistachio and clotted cream.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's heavy, that, isn't it?
If it's just a tin of biscuits, if it's got a dent, surely
I don't even eat biscuits.
Surely you could just put your hand in and fix the dent.
Well, I could have, but I wanted to talk to someone. So I rang her up, and she was really nice. So I could tell, because it's a posh company, that she probably fed up with posh people ringing up all the time complaining about dented biscuit.
Didn't you? You killed it.
What gig?
On the phone to
her? On the phone? Yeah, I thought you meant another gig.
No.
No, I've not smashed any gigs recently. But no, it went well. We had a bit of banter about biscuits.
Who did you call?
Yeah, I'm confused by this story.
I know, I nearly did it.
Sorry.
I know, but it's hard not to do it.
I'm sad that I did that now.
It's hard not to do it.
That's wrong as well, because it's who you're going to call, not who did you call. So it's
who you're going to call, actually, if we're going to be pedantic.
Well, we want to allow a little bit of colloquialism. So who did you call?
What?
I thought you were going to do it again. I called the hotline.
So you called the people who made the biscuits?
No,
not your agents.
Hotline,
I thought you called your agent.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't want them to know.
I thought that was
Thank God that you don't take an interest in anything I do, so it's fine. They won't see this.
I thought you were like, this is a nice gesture, but you fucked it up. You sent a different hamper.
I nearly did. There is a draft in my outbox, but I never sent that one. I thought, I'm going to handle this.
So you got a hamper. In the hamper was some dented biscuits.
Yeah.
And you immediately went, well,
and a dented coffee tin.
Can I finish, please?
Well, you've got all the information.
You said some dented biscuits, worse. And you immediately went to, right, I'm going to call the company. You didn't think it could be anyone else's fault.
I hadn't spoken to anyone for 2 days.
This isn't about the biscuits.
I was in my dressing gown at 3 p.m.
This is about a lonely man who's struggling.
Okay. I had to get my friend, Andy Watson, to go to Aldi and shop for me, which he did. But if you know Andy Watson, who's wonderful, thank you, Andy.
I wouldn't want to touch any of my things.
But he sent me a picture of everything. So I wrote on the list, eggs. So he just sent a picture of eggs and go, these all right? I go, yeah, they're fucking eggs. Yeah, put them in. And then I go, bread, thick sliced bread, orange bag. And then he go, that the one.
Isn't the thickest green?
Is that the right one?
Yeah, that's toasty though, super toasty. You don't want that.
You can't even fit in the toaster then.
Well, you're quite pedantic about the biscuits, so I don't blame him for taking pictures of everything to make sure that you're happy.
Oh, it's a shame. Yeah, it's good. Well sussed out.
He
doesn't know about the biscuits.
If the Warburtons would have come back squashed, would you have called Warburtons or called Andy and said, why have you squashed the biscuits?
Well, okay, I won't lie to you. I've got a free hamper from the company that make Q pork crackling, because I sent them a picture once and it was too big, the pork crackling, to eat. Jesus, I was like, look, this is unmanageable. I said, I look forward to all the nice little pork scratchings in the bag. This is just, the bag is not 80% one scratching. I said, it's hard. I can't manoeuvre around it. So they sent me a hamper of pork-based goods.
Do you not own a hammer?
Yeah, but I'll take it to the pub with me.
So, but you took it home.
Fucking Jesus.
You took it home to make the complaint?
No, I did it from the pub. I tweeted them.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know. He's bad, isn't he?
You should see my inbox with all the KFC ones. If they give me a small hot wing, that's going in. Right. I got free gravy the other week.
Nice.
You've got to try. Yeah, because
you complained to KFC.
Yeah, because the hot wing was that big, and they should be that big.
Jesus. Jesus.
If you let things go, and also I went the other day to KFC.
KFC.
I used an offer.
I got compass mentis.
You used an offer at KFC.
Yeah. So I got
I didn't know KFC did offers.
Wait, okay.
I'm shocked that somebody complained about a KFC. You've no right to even be.
I've complained 3 times, and I've had 2 vouchers and a free gravy, mate. So who's the idiot?
How much are the vouchers worth?
Well, the voucher. Excuse me, that was a while ago.
Why don't you just take the? Are they delivered to you?
No, but I've already gone home with them.
He travels to Kentucky to pick them up.
I don't.
I was wondering why you didn't just go back to
them. In the drive-thru, you're under pressure to get out of the way for the car, so I can't. I've started checking the chicken before I now put it into drive. The car.
You check the chicken?
Yeah, because sometimes they give you 2 drumsticks.
I check my order. I never check the chicken.
Do you even check what's in the bag?
Do you not like drumsticks?
Yeah, I do, but I don't want 2. It's called a variety meal.
I'd rather.
Okay, I don't do KFC because it just fucks with me insides now. I can't do KFC. It's terrible. Mackey's is okay, but KFC is. I think it's just.
I fucking love KFC.
It's nice, but I just know what's happening, and it's.
You like KFC?
Tell me if this is a microaggression, right?
Right, go on.
My wife done this to me once. We were having KFC, and she's like, "Oh, I've got a piece left there. I'm not going to finish it. Do you want it?" Obviously, I do. Like, look at me. So I got excited, and I went to go and have the piece, and she'd eaten the skin off it.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, you can't.
Skin.
I was fucking fuming.
Skin.
Yeah, she'd
It's
eaten
all
the
battered.
Yeah, that's the best
That's the
bit,
skin,
though, isn't
yeah.
it?
That's what you call the skin, right?
Well, no, because the skin is like what you get on a drumstick, where it's like you get the skin, and that's
Yeah,
nice.
that's what they batter. What do you think they batter?
I know they batter that.
Yeah, so that's the bit that's bad. So she's ate that and left me just the chicken inside it, and I'm meant to be grateful about that, not fucking furious as I was.
Right.
No, I understand your pain, but you should have sent her an email complaint or tweeted her. She might have got you another one.
I just threw it in the bin in front of her and
Right.
looked her dead in the eye, as if to say, "This is what this is
over.
This is what this has done to our marriage."
Well, I won't lie to you. I've got another complaint for KFC, which I've started in motion. Is that
I really
use
judge
about-
you for this. Go on.
Well, you judge me all you want, but it won't affect. I'm 40 now. This is me.
Right.
$6.99.
This is like when you were on
for-
that date and you went to the cinema. And again, he's unbelievable. I do respect him a little bit, but go on, carry on. The cinema one is insane.
Can we have this story
Sorry.
first?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Basically, it was 51 pence change. They gave me 50. Like some people don't even
Oh,
bother.
you never complained about that.
Yes, because you can't just assume that I don't want to be. Oh God, don't bog me down with coppers.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck off.
it's my 1 pence.
Give a penny, take a penny, innit?
What if that?
Wait, they've taken his
for
penny.
that? Yeah, they just
Yeah,
took
but what
it.
about if someone comes, the next person comes, and there's a £10 and 1
I
pence?
don't care about the next person that
Oh,
comes. It could
you're
be
a
a
prick.
sex offender. That's my 1 pence is now circulated in the Colonel's fucking vault. I know he sold the company very early doors for $3 million, but you get if they do that to every other customer. They don't.
Oh, here we go.
A day. That's a
My dad's mates
say
like
that's
this.
£2 a day.
I'm loving this.
Yeah. Or even £1 a day. Like that
£1
franchise,
a day.
£365 a year. Times out by all the different KFC franchises around Great Britain. The first of which was in Preston.
It's a multi-million-pound industry.
This
You know what? I'm with you now.
Yeah, it goes deeper.
No, stop.
This should
stop.
be a documentary.
Stop right now.
I want Louis
Right.
Theroux to do this.
Right. No, you're talking shite, because what do you think happens when you cash your till up at the end of the day and it's over? Do you think that person just gives that
It's
to
a
KFC?
franchise. It's privately owned, but they just buy the franchise. That's him coming in going, did you do the 1p thing, everyone? They're all like,
Yes, that's-
yeah. The fucking blue plaster's
it's not-
falling in your fries.
It's not multi-million
All that
pound, then, is it?
fucking-
It's not multi-million pounds, it's one franchise.
Yes, what if they're all in on it?
Yeah,
And
how
then
many-
they all get together at their eyes wide shut party at the end of the year where they all got buckets on their heads with their eyes cut out and they're all banging each other's wives. And then they're all laughing about that. God, how much did you earn this year from all the idiots?
Right.
And they're all like, as the naked
£365.
man comes in with volivants on his head.
Right. So
Oh, you know what? You can have to feel £65. Let them.
and how many people pass through KFC every day? Say each store gets 700 people.
Yeah.
So that's 70. Is that 70 quid? Is that maths right? You're a maths man.
Quick match.
It's £7.
£7
Yeah.
quid.
Right, so that's £7 a store.
It's quite easy, that one. There's 100 pence in a pound
At
divided
least
by
I
that.
gambled and had a go.
Times that by 364 because they're not open on Christmas Day.
Come on, mate. Flex on. I'm going to old big Billy Big Bollocks now. I can't do
Times in
7
7 by 364.
Yeah, so it's 2,100.
Yeah,
Done
roughly.
the first part for you. You used to do the 7 times 64. I've done the 3.
Or all you have to do is
I'll round it up then to 300.
is
and
take,
then
about- it's
why don't you
about
just take a 7 off
2,800.
your other total?
So £7 times it by 300. We'll go with that.
There's no dead air on this podcast.
2,100.
Yeah, I've done that bit.
Yeah.
Right, come on. You're meant to be
Is
the maths person. I'll help you out even more. It's 2,450 so far. You've got to do the 14 now.
Right, and that's between one store over the year.
Yeah.
So every store gets
Around
2.5
two.
and then some bigger
Exactly.
chains of KFC on bigger days will take more than they'll take.
Exactly. Imagine what the ones in the centre of
So
London are
KFC
taking.
and then they're all around the world. How many KFCs in the world are there?
Yeah, but KFC, stop it, because KFC aren't making this.
And it's not just KFC that are
And
doing it.
It's the person.
Yeah.
The person when they count
I
the
know
till.
you think they're taking it, don't you? You
Yeah,
think
of course
they're
they're
boxing
taking it.
They take.
The
Listen,
person on minimum wage who counts the till up at
They're
the
not
end of
all
the
like
shift
you.
is taking that 12p.
listen.
Nah.
We've all worked for.
Yeah.
We've all worked for big
They
companies.
might write it off because they think, what's the fucking point in having
They're
that 12
taking it.
But they're not
They
robbing
know
it.
what they're doing.
No.
This is why when I worked, I used to steal toilet rolls and things.
Do you think everyone's
What you've
a
done
thief?
is took a penny off some poor teenager working in Odeon on minimum wage. That's what you've done. You're taking a penny out of his pocket.
I haven't taken anything because one, they kept it.
Good.
Have you ever done the self-service where they ask you to round up?
Oh, that.
That's the same scheme.
Make a donation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
make-
never do that, me.
No.
And sometimes it'll
not
be
going
like
to where you think it's
you'll have
going.
spent £5.40 and it'll be rounding up to £6.
Yeah.
Well, it's
That's
just-
a lot of
Isn't
money
there an
in
app
that.
where that goes to your savings account now?
I've got that.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. I've got that app.
Tight ass.
Yeah, but the McDonald's, this is what I didn't like
So
about
if I
the
round
McDonald's.
up, it's going to them, not me. Fuck you.
Well, the McDonald's thing, which comes up when you're doing the order, he goes, all of a sudden, one day, they still do something. They go, would you like to donate £1 to the Ronald McDonald Children's thing? I was like, well, where the fuck's he been for 20 years? I haven't seen Ronald McDonald for 20 years. Well, he's been working with kids.
To be
And now he wants
fair,
me to pay him.
That's a good charity, that, you know. I don't
But why? But why?
I don't want to make you feel,
Serious.
I don't want to make you feel shit, but Ronald House is a very good charity.
Yeah, but I'm not bothered about it. What I mean is, if he isn't anywhere else in the advertising, he's not been associated with it for years. They even went through the whole Wayne Gacy bit. They stood by him,
Yeah.
and then they just faded him out. But then all of a sudden he pops back up, going, "Do you want to donate to charity?"
Taking time off to do charity work. Concentrating on
You
charity work.
just said fuck McDonald's with the rounding up.
Yeah, because it goes into my account.
But you, but yeah,
I also do a lot for charity.
Oh, yeah.
but you're so I'm ignorant
Sponsored
to the
war.
charity, and I don't want them to have my money. But you're well aware of what great work they do,
Yeah.
and you still don't want to give any money to the
Exactly,
charity.
That's
No, I make my
that
own-
shows
do my
you.
own because I think they'll probably do a tax write-off with it. And I do my own tax write-off, so I'll keep it. Thank you. And I'll do my own charity with it.
Well-
I do plenty of charity work.
What do you do?
Well, I don't actually do any work. My mate does work, and I give him money.
How much?
It's whatever. Just send them dough every now and again.
Right.
What does he do?
Once a month, he goes out in the streets and gives like water and food and stuff to homeless people. Christmas,
Right.
Christmas, he gives gloves.
Call it what it is. He gives water money to drug addicts.
And clothing. And clothing.
He's funding the drug fucking
Yeah.
industry.
Well, anyway-
That's how nice your mate is.
And he does it for likes as well, because every time he does it, he puts it on Facebook
Right.
and Twitter. So my clever idea was, I'm just going to start stealing virtue. So every time he goes to do it, I just send him like 20 quid, and then he'll tweet that I've given money to do it, and then I'll just retweet it and look like I'm doing charity without actually putting anything on Twitter.
Do you do any
Foolproof.
charity work?
No.
No.
I poor,
Yeah.
and I've got asthma, so I can't
Have
do the
you got
hard
asthma?
labour. No, I've not got asthma.
You've got an inhaler.
I have got quite.
You've got an inhaler.
You have got what?
You need one.
I know what to do.
I've got dandruff. I've got very dry skin.
Right.
Right.
Very dry. I'm trying to drink more water.
Yeah, you were saying
We've
that,
cured dandruff.
yeah. Head
With
and
the-
shoulders.
No, it doesn't work.
Really?
What?
When you've got it really severely.
Oh.
What doesn't work?
Head
What's
and
the cure?
shoulder. Well, no, it'll help it.
Just shave
Did you
your
ever
head.
have it? Did you have it as a kid? I don't know why it happens more like when you're a
So
teenager.
was your blazer
I
like
think
covered
so.
in flakes?
Yeah, I got bullied for having dandruff.
Yeah, the
And it'd be
flake
like,
blazer.
I'd almost have like matted bits of dry skin in my
Oh,
hair.
like you've got like
wow.
powder in
yeah,
it.
really unappealing.
Shave your head.
Yeah, so if there's a charity,
It's like,
do
it's
that.
like if you get nits.
Shave my head as a 12-year-old.
If you get nits, just shave your head. They're gone.
Yeah.
Sound.
I mean,
Can't
it's not as much of a problem anymore, but yeah, I still get it a little bit.
Really, yeah.
That's what my mum used to do with me if we ever got nits in school. She was like, I'm not be arse shampooing and combing through your
How
hair.
often did you get
Just give me a
nits?
number naught. It was quite
You
common when through
fuck it.
school. Like,
Yeah, but like once or twice, I remember smelling of the
once or twice a
shampoo.
year.
A year?
And like a knit scare.
What were you doing?
Someone, no,
Scare.
not that I had nits.
Knit scare.
But someone would go, oh, so-and-so's got nits.
Right,
I
yeah.
remember the knit pandemic of
Yeah.
1987.
Nits.
Okay, you don't know this is nothing COVID.
No, but like anytime anyone got
Everyone
nits,
was walking around with bald heads.
we might just go, fuck that. You're not bringing nits home.
Every time.
yeah.
I can't get my head around this. That it so often was such a
Headlights.
thing.
Well, it could be like someone in my year in the other class would have nits, and then all go around the playground. So and so's got nits. Make sure you check your kids. My mum just wouldn't bother checking. She just shaved me head.
That's awful. What if it was like, oh God, such a body's got leukemia. Oh fucking hell!
fucking
Straight in for
Shave his head now.
fucking
Shave his head now.
get that
Don't
chemotherapy
waste
on
the
him.
time.
Yeah, shave his head. We started a charity for him. I don't want to even know if he's got it or not.
It's called Bobby's house.
What are we going to talk about now? I haven't said that for a while. I've been missing it.
It's been free flowing conversation.
I like to throw it in.
That used to happen a lot.
I just like to say it when I've got nothing to say.
Right.
Yeah. So when he can't join the conversation, he just has to move it along.
What's your? Something I wanted to ask earlier. What's your problem with his tag for the show? Is
To stay desperate attempt to stay relevant.
You were like, we've got to get rid of that.
He doesn't like the fact that I'm seen as the major player.
Right. Is there a power struggle between you two?
No,
And it's all nice on air,
show,
but
really.
Well, I haven't got a power struggle because I'm in power, so
right.
See, he likes to think he gets.
there's no struggle here.
Who does the majority of the off the podcast work? Off the off.
Out of
off
the two
mic?
of us, which one do you think takes control?
My little bitch over it.
Yeah. Imagine trying to leave him to do anything.
Yeah. So.
Just can we go back to the Odeon thing? Was that a first date?
Oh
Oh,
God.
I forgot
Yes,
about
it
the-
was. It
Fuck
was.
What's the
now.
cinema story?
It was a first date. They
Yeah.
just told you.
Right, I'll tell you. Right.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
So on a first date, you, in front of a new prospective partner, you asked for your penny back.
No, it's much worse than that.
They
we
didn't go to the film because of his fucking ways.
I'm right though. In the story, I'm right. We went right.
I've forgotten it now, but
I'll tell
know
it. I'll
it's
do it
bad
very quickly.
for a date.
Yeah, but if it's going to work out...
Yeah. If it's going to work out, she needs to see this.
Exactly, yeah.
Not on the
Exactly.
first date.
No.
Like, see a fourth or fifth date when she's fallen for some of his charm. And she'd be like, you know what, I'll forgive that.
Yeah, but
for the
wait-
good
Yeah, but she was
part.
aware
Wait
of
until
him.
you hear the story, and you'll go, oh, he's right.
I want to be on your side here, Phil. I am here.
In fact,
wanting
I
to be
left
on your
with
side.
5 women.
I've forgotten
Everyone was
this
around
now,
in the queue going,
but
we want to join the date. So
Right,
all
I'm
of us went,
interested-
Right.
I'm interested to hear this one again now.
I
see
want
if
to be
I've
on your
changed.
side.
right. So we're going to
I'm like
go.
the judge from A Miracle on 34th Street. Give me a reason.
Not seen it. So,
Greatest Christmas film ever.
what, the remake with Richard Attenborough?
Yes.
I haven't seen that either. So,
And the girl from Matilda.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Matilda, actually. I don't know. I got annoyed with the whole trailer.
Right.
You're not betting it when she's at the rave.
Yeah. She's
So-
disco dancing.
So we meet.
Yeah. Is it a Tinder date or did you know this girl before?
No, we met through other.
They're aware of
me.
one another.
We're aware of one
Your
another.
friends?
We decided. No, we weren't friends. We met at a thing, and
Right.
then we got in touch and said, "Let's go for a drink."
Right.
KFC.
And we'll
They
go
met
and-
in the
go
queue
and
she
see a
went,
fi-
oh,
You
the
go and
ways-
see a film.
We'll go
the
and see
ways
a
got that
film.
penny.
So we went to.
Who chose to go and see a film?
We both just kind of went, "Oh, I wouldn't mind watching that new Laurel and Hardy film with Coogan and Thingy."
Right.
They went, "Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing that." So we could go. Do you want to go and watch it together? So that was it.
Fair
Casual,
enough, yeah.
nice, cool little, So we were in Leicester Square. It was a long way to go for a film, but lived in London at the time. So I went to Leicester Square. I have a Cineworld card that I pay £15. I paid, I might add, £15 a month for, and you can go as often as you want, whenever you want.
Unlimited, yeah.
Yeah, unlimited. And I was black card status, so I never used it anymore. But it meant you could get 25% off snacks.
Yeah.
So I said to her, look, the problem is I've only used this once in
The
2
problem
years.
is- Yeah.
I'm not...
That's
yeah,
not very frugal of you, is it?
Well, I know.
You should have saved money then if you had cancelled it.
Because I couldn't let go of the
Too
black
busy
card.
sending
You have
emails
to
to
earn the black
KFC.
card status, and I didn't want to
Instead
lose
of watching
it.
a film and relaxing.
This was the start of me going more often. And there wasn't one nearby me. So I'd only been once in
sitting
about
through Bing
18
Christmas
months,
show.
2
I thought
years.
it was Odeon Leicester Square.
No, they are involved in the story at one point.
Right.
So I walked to the counter and I said beforehand, I said, do you mind buying your own ticket? Because otherwise it feels pointless me
Bad,
using
that,
this.
That is
Oh,
bad,
that
innit?
is so
That is
bad.
bad,
I
innit?
don't think it's bad. I think it's me going, look, I've not used this for years. I'm now going to get a free ticket.
First
and it
date.
seems bad
That's
to then
10 years
give
in.
you a free
10 years in,
pay
that
for your
is.
ticket.
Why would you not just go, well, now why would you not think of it as, I'm taking a girl on a date, I've literally got half price tickets here.
Yeah.
Like, oh, a bonus.
Well, maybe in your position financially, you can do that. But I can't, sadly. Especially I was living in London. So
If I couldn't afford to do that, I wouldn't date. I'd be happier.
I could
alone.
afford it. But it's not the fact you could afford it, it's the principle of it.
Eric's very much of this school, I think, aren't you?
I was with him on a lot of it, not the making her, not the way you phrased
But
making her
wait.
pay.
No, okay. No, I said, do you mind? I did ask.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah, but the fact
But also, I didn't have to go into as much detail because she understood.
Do you mind? You're going to do it.
Yeah, you could just be like, "Oh, I've got an unlimited."
Yeah, but you see what you forgot. What you have forgotten is I then said, "You see, you don't know this." I said, "With my 25% off, you can use that to get a drink for yourself as well.
Oh,
so you'll be saving 25%."
Oh, marry me now. With my 25%.
That covers popcorn, hot dogs. Not from. I don't think you can use it with like M&Ms and that. So I've told her that standards out for the question. Don't
Top
go anywhere
shelf
near
is
that.
off.
Yeah.
Well, no, she might want to splash out for M&Ms. He just said she's buying her own drink of popcorn.
Yeah, but 25% off.
What would you do if she'd have gone? Listen, I'm going to get M&Ms as well anyway. Would you have been like?
I'd say it's your money, it's your life. I wouldn't tell you how to spend your money, but you seem to want to tell me how to spend mine. So when you go to the counter, I've not even got to the bit yet. I've not done anything wrong yet.
I don't know what that. I'll be honest. The fact that she hung around for that film, I'm quite shocked.
But
now.
she knows. What
She didn't hang around for the film. We didn't get in.
Well, she knew it. I'll tell you now. She knew from the point you went. I've got one of these. Do you mind paying for your own ticket? You win for her.
Right, come on.
Well,
Are you still together?
this is it, isn't it? Who knows?
No.
Yeah, I'm on tenterhooks.
I think that.
Let's
isn't
get
included
the
in
rest
the
of the day
story.
first. She might not leave with him.
Let's go over that one. Go on.
So then I get to the counter and I said, could I have 2 tickets for, and I said, have you got your card ready? I said, 2 tickets
For
to see
Miracle on
Laurel
34th.
and Hardy,
What?
please.
It's not on.
I said, I have a Cineworld card. And she went, okay, that's great. So that'll be like £10, whatever, to the thing. And then it's just,
that's awful, London,
and then just £2 for yourself.
It's like a Wednesday afternoon.
So I said, no, I said, this means I can go whenever I want, wherever, free. And she went, no, it's £2 here. I said, but you're a Cineworld.
London flex.
A London
No.
surcharge.
She then said, because it's a West End theatre. I said, I'm sorry. I said, but it's still
Red
just
back
a
to the
film
ball.
I'm going to watch, isn't it? She went, yeah. I said, it's not going to skip down the fucking aisle like The Lion King is. There's not going to be people in the audience doing pratfalls. I'm still just paying to see Laurel and Hardy. And she went, well, yeah, but it's a West End theatre. I went, but I don't understand why that. I said, do you know how many films I've seen over 2 years? I said, this is £15 a month. It's 150, 180, £360 for 2 years to go and see The
That's
Predator.
not their fault.
The Predator. That's the only film I'd seen.
That's not their fault that you don't use it.
And I said, do you think The Predator's worth £360?
But that's not their fault. They'd have let you go and see The Predator 100 times for the
She
same
said,
price.
I said, I've paid all this money just to see out one film. I went, I'm not paying it. And she said, well, you have to. I went, well, can you not just override the system? She went, I can't. I went, it's not fucking Skynet. I said, just print the ticket off and give it me and don't put the £2 in the... And then she went, we can't do it. And I said to this woman next to me, I went, excuse me. And she was with a partner.
Not your date. Just a
No,
woman.
just a lady with her husband at the till. I went, have you seen The Predator? And she said, yes. And I said, do you think The Predator was worth £360? She went, no. I went, thank you. I went, it's not. I said, I need
That
some
sounds like
kind
a
of...
foreign no, that.
Right, yeah, she was French. Right. I assume. No.
I think she said yes with an English accent.
Yeah.
She did.
She was just
I
scared.
dropped it, but then I thought...
Made the noise and went, this northern man is...
She was on my side.
Yeah.
I said, do you think it's worth £2 extra to come to this particular theatre? She said, no. I said, well, I've got this card. She went, well, that means it's free, isn't it? I went, you think so, wouldn't you? I said, but Hitler here won't let me in. So then I went, can I see the manager? And she said, well, she's going to tell you the same thing.
Everyone, and the manager's
She's going to
pulled over.
Going to tell you the same thing. And I said, well, I can't wait to hear it from her voice. That'll be exciting.
One of the red flags, by the way, for dating, isn't it, is that if people are rude to service staff,
yeah.
that's like when you go...
I wasn't being
he's
rude.
gonna be
I was
a bit
right.
Of a prick in the relationship.
I'm in the right. I should have to pay
And now-
£2 extra
now,
because I'm in the
she's
West
just going
End.
by the West End theatre rules. You're telling her she's wrong because
Well,
you
then
paid
she needs to stand up to
£400 to see Predator.
What she's like? Well, the Nazi bloody camp guards.
yes,
not
yeah.
her fault. She works for the Nazis, just doing her job.
Yeah.
In you go.
Yes.
Do. Wagner played. No, it's all wrong. They're just as bad as
It's
them.
not her fault.
It is her fault because she's letting it
You should have
happen.
paid that £2 and then took it to the higher power and gone at them and asked for a refund.
No, I did. I got the fucking manager out, but now I'm in trouble for that.
So what did the manager say?
She said, we can't give it you for free. And I went, this is ridiculous. I went, do you know what I'd rather do? I'd rather go across the road to the Odeon and pay extra at the full price than come in here. And she went, all right then. I went, what? I said, can I have your name? And she went, it's on my shirt there. It was like Boyle something. I went, right, can I borrow a pen?
Susan.
So she gave me a pen and I wrote it down. And then I was trying to be funny. I said, I said, you spelled your surname wrong. And she went, no, it's Boyle. I went, oh, no, sorry. I said, not for the kind of Boyle on society you are. And then I went, and I'm here to lance you. And then I wrote down Boyle.
Lance.
Yeah, it's good.
Ellis.
Good. And then I walked out and she went, and they both went, enjoy the Odeon. And I went, oh, go fuck yourselves. And then we walked out. Anyway, it turned out the Odeon was really expensive. It was like 15 quid a ticket, so we just didn't go.
Yeah.
But we did go back a bit later.
To the Cineworld.
We went to the same one.
In disguises.
Well, I said, look, I
like you. I'm going to swallow my pride.
Yeah.
You
can go back and buy.
She would blend in easier, I think, with people. So I said, would you mind going and getting the tickets? And I'm going to walk in with my hood up. Because I thought they're going to recognise me from 4 days ago. So I sent her to get the tickets.
Oh, this is different.
She was willing to go on a different day.
We went back and then we realised it was the most convenient cinema to go to. So
did you, after the first night, did you just go home your separate ways or did you go for a drink?
We went and hung out, had a nice chat.
Well, okay. So there was a successful date after.
It was successful, yes. And then we went.
She was talking him down from this ledge. He was
oh my God. I feel for this woman.
I told you it was bad. And all because of a
I'm right.
No,
you're right in.
I'll be honest.
If you agree with me.
I understand where he's coming from.
No, I do as well. I just wouldn't do it on a date as well.
Yeah.
I'd be too self-conscious to do it on a date.
Oh,
hey, if you want me at my best.
But no, I kind of like. I really respect that.
I understand the frustration.
You respect
respect that showing all he is at once. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is me.
That's not all I am.
Warts and all.
That's all you are.
That's not all I am. Going and shouting.
By the sounds of it, it is. You've been taking pennies off KFC workers.
I haven't. They were taking my penny. Did you even hear the story?
Listen about the West End Theatre charge.
It's a character assassination episode.
I understand why it's frustrating. Thinking there's going to be a £2 charge to go and for just the same thing you'd get anywhere else in the country, but because it's the West End, they're trying to get £2 quid.
Of course, you're going to get attacked. It's the West. You're going to get attacked.
Well, that's what I mean.
There's going to be a West End,
but it's the same experience. In fact, it's worse because their West End theatres are this
like
with a screen there. It was like I might as well have done it in my house.
Yeah, but it's like parking. You go. I'm going to get spanked for. You know, you're going to get spanked for things when you go.
Not if you drive around for an hour, wasting all that petrol. You'll find somewhere. I've used people's drives. I've knocked on the door in London. I said, this is a bit weird. Are you using your drive? And they said, no. Do you mind if I leave my car there maybe for a few days? Have a $5.
Oh, my God.
I've fantasized about leaving my car on a drive going, I'm literally going to be an hour. I'm just over there doing a gig. Can I
leave it here? I once asked someone for a lift up the road. When they're at the lights, I was like, look, I'm in a rush. Are you going up the road? Do you mind if I jump in? They said no. But to me, it made perfect sense. It's a straight road.
Were they also on the bill?
With the bill. No, I haven't done that. I've often thought about it. I just wanted to see if you would believe that I'm that bad. I would try and get in a stranger's car.
I believe you are.
I've thought about it so many
I don't
times.
think you would. I don't think you'd want to talk to a stranger. So I don't think you'd want the awkwardness of asking.
I like talking to strangers. I'm a gregarious man. I like chatting to people.
I can't believe that. I can't believe you're on his side.
Well, I still don't know how I ended up on the second date.
Are you single?
We got in and it was fine. It was fine.
You paid the charge, though?
I didn't pay for the ticket. No, but by that point, she'd got Meerkat Wednesday.
Meerkat Wednesdays?
Meerkat Movies.
The Meerkat Movies, so she could get a free ticket anyway.
She could get a free ticket?
So yeah, so did she buy a ticket and give
if you choose...
Did she buy a ticket and give you the free one?
What was her ticket?
I gave it. I said, "Here's £2 for my ticket," but she got the free ticket because I'm technically purchasing a ticket. So then she gets a free ticket with the card. So what happened was, what she would do is, you can get the cheapest you can get like a really cheap insurance on your phone and then cancel it. So it's like £1, then you get that for when you know there's good films out.
Or just get your insurance through Meerkat Movies and just get it anyway.
No, because you got to pay for it monthly. You don't want to do that, so you cancel it. You do it with your bank and
I just
little tipperoo.
I have heard that tip before, but
We all seem exhausted after that story, don't we?
I am exhausted thinking how you get through the day.
Well,
I just could not.
You get exhausted thinking.
It is challenging thinking about how you
couldn't bear to be that tight.
Yeah, how you function on that level.
You know when you go for a meal
stress.
with someone.
I'm still waiting for a free naan bread from the takeaway down the road from me.
You know when you go for a meal with someone.
They owe me a naan bread.
You work out exactly how much you should cost you.
What, in a supermarket?
Say you and Wozniak. I won't say me and you because it's becoming more and more distant. Say you and Wozniak were to go for a meal after this. Would you pay half the bill or would you pay what you've ate?
It would be awful, wouldn't it?
Pay. What? Oh right, okay.
I'd pay for what I ate.
You wouldn't just split it.
Right.
Yeah.
I do
think
that. I do the same as Phil.
What? So if somebody
I
gets
certainly wouldn't with you.
So if somebody gets a pasta dish,
I'd probably treat you just because I worry about
Yeah, but
you.
you treat me as a power play. You throw it at me, wouldn't you?
somebody gets a pasta dish, and then you get a fillet steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then somebody gets, and then you have a glass of Coke with your pasta, and they have a bottle of red wine.
Yeah.
But why would you go?
I would be going here.
Well,
but
you're never going to be on
I'd
the
know
wrong end
full
of the
well.
fucking bill, are you? Going?
No.
You're
No.
never going to be shortchanged
No.
at the meal,
One,
you are you?
No, not going to be shortchanged.
And if you are,
two,
good fucking God,
And-
you and Stephen Petty go for a lovely little romantic meal for two.
And two, I would expect them to to at the end of the meal be going, oh no, you just put 20 out, I'll throw 40. They say it's 60 quid. I'd expect something like that to happen.
Right, okay.
Everyone who I'd go for the meal with would do that.
Right.
I don't think I've ever been for a meal with anyone who's.
Maybe we should have to go for a meal for the Patreon.
Oh, God.
And also, because when I remember being really skint
You and
years
Ellis
ago,
and Rushton can come in and be the waiter. That'd be a fun episode.
Oh,
What did you say then?
no, because that's good. I remember going to someone's birthday years ago, and they were quite successful, but I was skint, and my friend was skint, so we had the cheapest thing. And meanwhile, you've got all these people going, should we get more fucking beers? And they're like, this. And I'm sat there with fucking half a Coke. And just so I could go to the birthday thing and show my face. So at the end they go, and of course all the fucking gobshites who have been drinking everything and eating everything then go, should we just split? Are we just splitting this, are we? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not in a position to get, I'm too embarrassed.
No business
I'm
being
quite
there,
new.
Yeah. Why did you go?
Well, I've got no business to go and pay for a small meal and wish my friend happy birthday. Well, I've got to go in there and be fucking King Herod.
What you're doing is ruining the social occasion.
I don't know if King Herod liked big meals.
It's like if I don't.
Why would you go there and ruin this? It's like when someone.
No, I haven't, because then the person whose birthday it was went, that's not fair because some people haven't. You've had about 8 pints, Sean, and I've not been drinking either. And these guys, you've only had a
Well,
thing.
if this person's
so just pay for what you've got for.
Cover the whole
No,
thing.
because that person is a real tight cunt who wanted all of us lot to pay for their fucking wants.
Yeah.
I mean, they were eating for the week. You could tell. They don't go and do big shops. They just fucking They're just those little fucking sponges on society.
This person was wealthy enough that they could have foot the bill for everyone.
No, I'm not saying they all were. No, I'm saying it was someone, but there were people in there more established and more well off than me, I might add as well. And he probably is. But he just looked at that as an opportunity to be a big fat fuck, and I was then going to fund it. And it's not happening.
I just wouldn't have gone.
You wouldn't have gone and just hung out and had a meal you could afford.
No.
You can't restrain yourself from getting a suckling fucking pig and not even just sitting there with
I can restrain myself.
bit of pasta.
I wouldn't want to be a drain on the social occasion.
No one's been a drag. I was probably the most fun person there.
Off. You were sitting here.
You just be sat there. You wouldn't talk once anyway. You're too busy shoving fucking chicken dippers in there, and you're sharing sharing platters.
You
so you
water.
can fuck off. It's always great to watch Rob sweat at the end of a fucking table.
Water, please.
Water.
Fuck off, water.
Take a leaf out of my book and eat a few more leaves.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. How do you think you're more
home?
fun just sat there with your napkin on like Mr. Creosote?
Because I'm not. No one's sitting there.
Non-stop.
No one's sitting there worrying, going, was Phil all right? Looks like having a panic attack.
Oh, I loved your birthday.
It
was great, by the way. I loved your birthday. I can't believe Rob's put me off eating ever again.
Doing the lunch menu.
You should be able.
We were here by 5 to 6, so you still doing the lunch menu.
Right, so you wouldn't
Just
ever
have
go
a
to
nice
an event.
meal. Don't have to be a cutscene from Animal fucking Farm.
Just stop ruining the social occasion by bringing your own.
I'm not ruining anything
You
by
did.
just eating a
You
small
did.
meal.
Right, I'm telling you now, you ruin that social occasion.
So should they have basically had 2 different meals, one for the people who can't afford it and one for the people that can afford it?
No, if you can't afford to go to the meal, don't go to the meal.
I can afford to go for my meal. I can't afford for this fucking piece of shit 15 pints.
Go for your own meal and then turn up for the drinks after the meal.
You're forgetting that the person whose birthday it is didn't like the idea of everyone paying for these people's meals either.
Yeah, because you ruined his birthday by sitting there fucking...
Her birthday, sir, her! How dare you push gender on my friend, you piece of shit. You would have been welcome at the birthday.
I thought you'd already said him.
Yes, all you hear is him. Look at your lineups. Fucking hell.
Yeah, we had 2 women on last week. Right, anyway.
Cleaning.
Needed a tidy up, didn't it?
Yes. Studio was looking a right mess.
Wouldn't mic him up.
Fucking...
Sorry, that was too aggressive, but you're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
Am I wrong in that situation?
I think
you wouldn't have gone to that meal, would you?
Pay for what?
Be honest.
Going.
You wouldn't have gone to that meal.
Depends how out of my depth I felt. I feel like these are like ballers. These have got mad money. I'd be like, I can't be.
No, they all have mad money, but I just didn't have any money.
Would you have spoken up if the person whose birthday it was didn't speak up?
I would have found a roundabout way of not doing it. But luckily,
you just put your money that you use.
I'd have used the person next to me as the reason for not. I would literally go up to
people talking, whispering.
So I would so I'd like go up then to the person and go, I don't think it's fair because what's his name's not very well off, and maybe it's better if we all just pay for what we've done. And so I'd have found a way around it, you know.
No, if you're going to do that, at least have some fucking bollocks.
I just don't
when
think
everyone
it's
puts
very
money
fair.
in the middle, go, there's my 20, say maybe 30 quid, go, there's my 20 quid, and then just step back and just let them realise what's going on. Have a bit of fucking bollocks.
What, as the refilling your fucking third trough? No, it's not happening. You don't just not have to, that's not how to live your life. Just pay for it.
It is.
Giving your mate 20 quid for whatever the fuck he does at
stress.
night with his cagoule on in the town centre.
How much is this restaurant we're talking a plate? Like
it was it was a long time ago. I'm a different man now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go out.
See, now you wouldn't go. Thank you.
I would be interested to know the difference there between the price. Is it like we're
mine
talking
was
like you're
mine
get
was like
£12?
£12. I think I remember mine being about £12 to £15.
Yeah.
And how much would it have been if everyone shared?
It would have been. We're talking 35 to 40
That is a
quid.
big
That is a big difference. That
Exactly.
is a big difference.
Because they were literally just drinking loads, bottles of wine, all this. I had a half a Coke and a meal I didn't enjoy.
Exactly. Well,
because
no
you're riddled with anxiety about the bill.
Exactly. So you shouldn't
I'm
have
just
gone.
watching. Is he going to order another fucking drink?
You shouldn't have gone.
I could have gone. And I did go.
You shouldn't have gone.
How many people were at the table?
About 11 or 12, maybe.
We're focusing on one time. This has probably happened loads of times. Let's move on now.
How are you on a date? Anything like him?
I can't remember my last. I think I'm similar in terms of I'll pay separately and stuff like that, and I won't want to display. I won't offer. Yeah, I wouldn't offer to pay for someone's meal.
You going to
What,
first
you're on a
date?
date? You wouldn't pay for the meal.
No, it's sexist, isn't it?
Well,
Why we assume?
No.
He doesn't do it because of any sex.
That's why I did
He
it.
doesn't. He's just fucking.
It
But why are we
depends
assuming
on,
that?
it depends on who asked who on the date.
Oh,
So
does it?
if I'd asked her out on a meal, then I'm expecting to pay.
It's normally me that's asked.
Yeah, well then
I don't know if I've
you
ever
should
been
be-
asked out on a date.
Well, then you should be paying.
Well, actually, weirdly, I don't think I've ever asked anyone out.
Really?
Really?
What?
Yeah, because I'm really quite bad at doing that. So I literally need someone to come up to me and go, do you want to do this? And I'll go, yes, straight away.
Right.
So then she should have, according to your rules, she should have bought the cinema ticket straight away.
Yeah.
If she's invited him out, then yeah.
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 You see,
And I bet you got invited to the birthday meal as well, so they should have bought.
Yeah,
I was invited to the birthday meal, thank you.
I think I'm
that's not
too
a date.
insecure.
That's not a date.
I'm too insecure to go Dutch. I'd have to pay.
I think ours was more of a
I think it's
neutral thing.
insecurity,
No,
which is why I
I'm-
feel I'd need to pay.
I'd quite
for everything.
happily let the lady pay. If she's asked me, do you want to go out? I'd go, yeah, go on then, yeah. Sure.
You would. So you would assume? Do you think they assume they're paying when they ask you out?
Yeah.
When the girl.
Well, I'm
I
a
get
bit
that
like-
there's the general.
That is
in
that,
history. The
that is
man.
that is the modern sort of like.
I'm a bit like that
Modern
in
thing,
such
innit?
that I don't think I'll ever be in a position where a woman is asking me out on a date.
Yeah, I don't think a woman will ever ask me out on a date, but I think if she did, I'd be quite open.
That's not true. You got asked out by that mad, like 70-year-old woman in Nottingham.
Did you?
On the front row. She just said you're attractive.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she was a cunt.
It's one of those
that's not what you text me. You text me she was a looker.
I said it didn't matter what she looked like. I said she said I was handsome, and it doesn't matter what it looks like. She thought I was sexy.
It was one of those situations when someone's hated by the room, and then then she goes, and I think you're really handsome. And then you're like, no, of all the people, who could give me a compliment, it's this person.
Kind of San Miguel, 55 years old, yellow teeth. No, but getting asked out. Yeah, I just don't think I'd ever. I still think that doesn't. Does that happen now?
You've got a partner now.
Yeah.
So when you go out with her, does she pay sometimes?
Well, no, because I'd have the money, so it's just that's different, though, isn't it?
Right. So you've got a joint thing, so it's both.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Like it all evens itself out across the thing. But a first date when you're with someone, it's just sort of like I don't. If they made a real issue of it and they went, no, I want to pay, I'd be like, all right, pay. But if it's just me, just sort of like, I don't know.
Well, I haven't dated in how long?
Well, a woman wouldn't ask a man out, really. Does that happen now?
I think. Well,
yes, of course it does.
16 years. 16
but I'm
years.
Your dad, aren't I? Yeah. I'm your dad.
Well, you're like me. You've been with your partner a while. I've been with my wife 16 years now. So.
But I'm from the 60s.
I can't imagine anyone asking.
So have you been asked out?
I think so.
I think so.
Do you want to meet up?
It depends what a date is. Yeah.
You net for my mate.
I'm not.
You get off with my mate.
But like, do you want to go for something to eat? If a woman said to you, do you want to go for something to eat? Like, should we meet up? Should we go for something to eat? And it's a third date or something. I'd assume that I had to. That's on me.
I would assume even if
I wouldn't assume.
I wouldn't do it. No, well, I'd think if anyone's paying
maybe ask her to get if we went to a bar afterwards. And
you just went to go. I wouldn't do it. As in, like, I just wouldn't go because I don't want to be paying for her meal as well.
I think
I expect I'll have to pay. So no.
If it was just drinks, I'd probably buy the first round of drinks. But I'd just be assuming that she's then getting the next round of drinks.
She'll go, I'll go. And you go,
see, I'd always.
But if it's meals, that's when
I'd always get the first two.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind.
It looks like you've bought her a round and you're starting a round. Then.
Yeah, and then I'd try it, end it on an even number of rounds.
Oh, fucking hell! You're not weighing it up, are you?
Do you want, she's
down
like,
in your last drink, you trade.
I might get a taxi. Actually, I've just ordered another drink. Yeah. But I've ordered myself one. If you want to settle up now,
I'm just having soft drinks. I've got my flask, so just getting what you want.
That's annoying as well. Actually, how do you feel about that? When you're having different drinks of different expenses and you're doing rounds as if it's the same thing.
That's fine.
Massively different.
One, it's fine.
Another Tom Collins.
It's a round. Two, unless it's fucking cocktails and like soft drinks, then it's fine. Like say we were all here, us three had lager and you had Coke. It's pretty. There's like 50p difference. Just swallow it.
There'd be more. There'd be probably at least £1 difference.
No. The price of pints of Coke in these days.
Is it?
Nah.
It's the sugar tax.
Yeah,
it's fucked all that.
I don't reckon there's I reckon there's maybe tops 70p difference. Yeah. Swallow the 70p for fuck's sake.
If someone asks for a bag of crisps, is that included in the round?
That's the other problem is I've had it a few times. Mick Ferry will throw it in.
You shouldn't ask for the bag of
crisps. A couple of bags for the table. I don't want them. A couple of bags for you, fucking.
Yeah.
But
whoever buys them is the one who's going at them the most, though, aren't they?
The person whose round it is they initiate whether you want crisp or not.
Well, so if you want crisp, got a bit, when
it's your round, you go and get crisp, and then I would. But if I bought crisp after goodness of my heart, I would expect someone else at some point to buy crisp.
Do you know what I've decided to do?
Coming by the fucking halo on you again.
You'll probably judge me on this, but I've noticed. So I've learned which brands of pork scratchings they have in certain pubs and what types of crisps. So,
Scampy fries.
If I know it's going to be a pork scratching kind of pub night,
big bag of cheddars,
I'll buy them from the Sainsbury's nearby before I go in.
Oh, I can't agree with that.
I bought.
Smuggling and scratchings.
Yeah, I did. Sainsbury's.
Poor landlord's in the bones of his arse. Poor landlord's in the bones of his arse, and you're smuggling and scratching.
No, I'm not having that.
Have I misunderstood? Are you telling in my head, you're acting like you bought them from the bar. Is it to fool the pub or your friends?
My God! So you know which pubs sell what scratching? So you...
I do, yeah.
Have you only just clocked what you were saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I then have them in my pockets, and I'll come back from around, and I'll go, that's some scratches.
Oh, so it's for
You tell your friends you bought them from the bar.
That's what I thought you said.
Fuck off.
They don't know.
You're a lying cunt.
I'm not lying. They've got the same product.
I couldn't
They've got exactly the same product, but I've made a saving.
Would you go in, check out what they sell,
I remember.
come back out, and then go there 3 hours later, locked and loaded with
You're
all
horrible.
the fucking...
No, I just
You're
know.
horrible.
Like, I go, they do walkers, they do kettle chips.
You are horrible.
They do
Really
Q-port scratchings, they do the homemade homemade port scratchings.
You are
disgusting.
savage.
It's not
You're
disgusting.
disgusting,
I'm making a saving. They're none the wiser.
I don't mind that you're doing it if
physically
you were
sick.
telling your friends that I just got these from Sainsbury's or whatever.
Look, there's no...
No, then he'd have no friends.
Yeah, but you can't be honest. I'm doing a nice thing. They're getting
it's
what
a
they
white
want.
lie.
It's like if when someone loses a child, goes missing,
How much
and
you-
the police go, we might find them. It's the same thing. They're happy. They're living in ignorant bliss.
Yeah,
Oh, no. How much,
Okay, it's a weird analogy, but
how
I
much
mean...
you actually saving?
probably quite a lot.
No.
Yeah, you
Multi-packs
save it.
of crisps are well cheap compared to...
Exactly, you get multi-packs.
Yeah,
They're
he's
a
not
different
getting,
packet of
he's not
crisps.
getting multi-packs. He's
Because
going to
the multi-packs-
Sainsbury's.
Look, hang
But
on,
they
I'm
don't.
getting
Getting a
wrappers
single
smaller
pack.
than
No, I
what
think
we
he's
But
getting
they don't
multi-pack.
know.
Are you not getting multi-packs?
with walkers and kettle chips, yeah, but they don't know. So they don't. They just see a bag of crisps and then you know what they're like, eh? And they're in it before
They don't
that's been opened and the whole thing's done. So the
They don't know
packet's
the
fucked.
size.
They
Right.
don't know the size, and they
Oh.
won't be getting any
They're not
more.
getting a grab bag, are they? They're getting
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Exactly. So then we go
So-
somewhere else, and I go, well, look,
Have
I
you
got
ever
the.
had
I
Nobby's
got
nuts in
the.
a place that only sell KP? Have you ever gone, I'm going to live a little
Trying to lose my pocket.
I've got nuts from the bar, guys.
Trying to lose the nuts down my thing like the
Hang
Great
on.
Escape.
Then someone just pieces it together and they go, Nobbies?
I asked for a bowl, guys. I asked for a bowl because... So,
I haven't been caught.
right, the multi-pack. Do you
Take
have
your own Bombay
do you have
mix to the Indian.
Do you have them at home? Or do you go to Sainsbury's on the way to the pub?
On the way to the pub, so I'm not
Yeah,
nutcase.
so he's
I don't
not-
have a big.
he's not
I don't
getting
have a. I don't have a.
okay.
I'm not like Bond as they open the
You're
wardrobe,
not-
I've got all these different bags to go. Where are we going tonight? I've got a map. Fucking,
The levels you're going to, I believe you would.
fucking all in the line in there.
How much could you possibly be
Is it a
saving?
left or a right? Left or a right? Or a lefty?
How much could you possibly be saving?
You're saving a good 30, 40p a bag. Times that by the amount of KFCs in Britain.
80p. Because like you're how many times you go in the bar and getting crisps?
But why would you
You
pay
only get the
extra?
crisp.
Why do you
I
want to pay
reckon-
extra so much?
What? I just want an easy life. I think my time's worth more. My time is worth
going-
more than
This
going
man has
to
got
the Sainsbury's.
more
I'm
than
going
enough
to
time.
Sainsbury's anyway, checking the whoops aisle.
Oh, mate,
But are you against him saving money? I'm against him acting
Lying
like...
to the friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
oh,
he's getting...
I'm against the
see-
lion, and I'm against. Do you not
Well, that's the
value?
massive-
Do you not value your time? Like
Nah,
I
no.
value my time more than going to Sainsbury's and back on a detour. I'd rather give someone an extra 80p and spend more time doing something that I want to do.
I think this is in value in his time. I think he gets... It's not... I don't think it's actually about the money.
I think he has a lot of time.
I don't think it's
I
about
think he has a lot of it.
I'd give someone 80p to spend an extra 10 minutes in my
None
house.
of this is about the money with Phil, I don't think. It's a thrill he gets from it. It's like a game to it.
Will I get caught? I'm like a serial killer.
The whole thing.
I want someone to catch me.
You feel like you're beating the system, I think.
What system?
I'm not,
I don't think it's that he can't afford the 40p. I think he thinks he's getting one over on the man.
On
Take
who?
it, yeah.
What man? The
well,
poor
look,
landlord?
well, listen, you,
Mr.
Captain
Porkies.
Fickle. A minute ago, you're going about how all the organisations are just using it for money to get money out of it. It's all for money. I'm not doing any more vac stuff. Meanwhile, you're quite happy to pay for an extra 30p for a bag of nuts because you can't be asked to fight the system.
No, because I want the one. I value my time, so I would rather give someone an extra 80p.
Well, you
than
have to value your time. You've not got as much left.
than be outside my house for 10 minutes longer than I need to be. And two, I'm quite happy for the landlord to put a little markup on his crisp, so he makes a little bit of profit.
Nice one. Giving it back to the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, right. I bet,
You
mate. It's you all
fucking-
over. Full
I
of
bet you
shit.
but you ask your pint to be topped up, don't you? I bet if your pint's not
I
at the
don't have
rim-
to ask. I look at it. But I won't pick it up until it's done
He goes,
properly.
Oh, you disgusting.
I go, are you happy with that?
No, I think you like doing that because it's. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, if you were in a pub,
I'm not that bad. I'm not rude. I'm
you
very
wanted
polite.
some scratchings and you never had them on you, would you buy them? You'd buy them, wouldn't you?
I go without. Or wait, find a pig.
The next pub, I got a Tesco Express on the way.
I've been known to buy bags of crisps in pubs. It's not that I always do it. I just think, I know Mick likes porky. And I know we're meeting at this pub. I'll get these on the way.
It's the matching of the brands as well that's weird.
Well, no, that's more like a memory thing. But then you do get fucked up sometimes because they do swap them. I've noticed this one pub used to do queues and then they changed this Black Country Snacks. Oh no, they are Black Country Snacks queue. I can check my Twitter inbox to see if it is. And but they've got this other make now. I can't remember the name of it, but they sell those at the Sainsbury's, and you have to get the queues in. Obviously, elsewhere they don't sell them, so you have to go to a big store if you want queues. And but they swapped them, so I had queues in my pocket.
Oh shit, your house.
But I knew Mick won't go and get another bag, so I went, "We're fine. We'll just get away with this. He won't know." And he thinks queues.
So does Mick never buy the pork scratchings?
No, he do, of course.
Is Mick one of these?
But I get in there first and go, "Hey, you got them last time. These are on me." I have 2 bags.
And you go stand at the bar and just go,
Yeah.
"What'd you do?" And they go, "What?" And you go,
Just as I'm walking in there, I go, "Thank you, barkeep."
"He's never seen you buy a packet of scratchings."
I went to the other bar.
I would love it. I would love
tiki
it.
bar in the beer garden.
Love it if a landlord pulled up in front of Mick going, "We don't serve them here."
And meanwhile, I'm going, out the window.
What's that noise?
Smoke bomb. Oh, dear.
So when have you been tight then, Eric? Because you're supporting Phil on every bit of this.
He's not really. I mean, you are pulling me up on the right.
I once, this is quite a nerdy. I did a similar thing to Phil of a dent of something and then getting 2 products. I bought a whiteboard for like a big whiteboard for my flat because I thought it'd make me more productive, write to-do lists and stuff. Came with a tiny, it was like £100.
Yeah.
Came with a tiny little dent in it.
Yeah.
Sent a picture back to the company and they sent me another one for 3.
I think that's fine because it's £100 that's going on display in your house.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Like he's not displaying his tin, and he could easily put his hand in it and fix the dent.
What did you do with the slightly dented
Just
one?
use it as well. Yeah.
Doubled up on the
so you're now
whiteboard.
2 whiteboards?
2 whiteboards, yeah. One in my room, one in the...
That's loads of to-do lists.
Yeah.
Now you must be getting way more done.
£100.
Yeah, it's like a big...
See, he's already going, that's too much for a whiteboard.
I can't remember exactly.
There will be a school getting rid of the one you could have got for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we got... No, it's bigger than that one. Probably...
Do you use a whiteboard? Do you use it?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
What for?
Just writing, like, ideas on and stuff like that, and it just stays there.
Just draw cock and balls out, don't you?
That's what most
do you
people
do for your ideas?
Oh, we're doing like a proper comedy podcast now.
Oh, fuck that.
What do you do for your ideas, Bob? How do you come up with your sketches?
How do you come up with yours?
But I
don't, mate.
Do you write it all, though? Like, write down?
I don't write down nothing.
I do. I write down an idea I'll have now, and then I'll leave it.
I put a couple of words in my notes app on my phone.
Like I might do like a brainstorm on the whiteboard.
Of what?
Just like an idea I've got, and then I'll...
I think I need to do something like that.
Because he just won the Leicester Award.
We're not very...
That's why he won it.
Yeah.
Having ideas.
That's why he's going... that's why he's going places and he's got an agent, whereas me and you come up with 4 minutes every 4 years.
Hey.
If that. And he just stacks chairs or whatever it is.
He's still waiting. He's waiting for his first 4 minutes.
No, but... It's
because
not a lot of people work. A lot of people work in different ways, don't they? Like some people just write on stage and riff and stuff. And
I just have bullet points and go on stage. And
see, I can't.
You're a craftsman, aren't you? You're a craftsman.
I think
self-professed craftsman.
All my best ideas come on stage. Sink or swim, innit? Fight or flight.
Yeah, I haven't got that confidence, I guess.
I'm actually a very excellent swimmer. You know.
Oh, here we go.
You're an excellent floater.
Let's not get. Let's not get into this again with him.
There's nothing he could not be great at.
We've done this one. He reckons he's great. If you haven't already thought.
Is this like if you put your mind to anything?
Yeah,
you could do it.
You could be great at any 18
You
months.
specifically, or you think that of anyone?
I think most people could, but like me specifically, 18 months.
Yeah,
18 months I'd be great at anything. Yeah.
Okay. What have you got? Anything in particular that you want to be great at in 18 months?
Not particularly, no.
Oh.
It's lucky though, that, isn't it?
Selling a Patreon.
Why don't you do that for the patrons? They can pick a skill for you.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
And then
yes, sounds well. When we have enough Patreons that I don't have to do a job anymore, we'll do that.
And then
a decathlon.
Yeah. And you get like 18 months to train.
Yeah.
And then you have to do it.
Yeah, that sounds really
We'll do this Patreon. We're both going to training now. After 18 months, we do a triathlon.
Once we have enough Patreons that I don't have to do anything else, I will do that.
Alan Anderson on and we'll do a triathlon with him. Go to Australia and make it a real good Patreon special.
Also, the putting your mind to it is the hard thing, isn't it?
That's what
it's like I could do it if I try it. It's like it's really hard to try it something in it without just.
You've avoided when you've been cheap perfectly well, besides from the whiteboard, which that's the only thing you come up with, and now it's actually perfectly sound.
Yeah, so maybe I'm not that cheap.
Yeah.
I just support the sound logic of Phil Ellis when he's.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think what you're trying to do is just be nice.
There's nothing wrong with being nice, Rob. Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with being nice, mate.
Be honest. That's all I say.
Yeah, I've told you this though, but give it 10 years and you're going to be crying in the shower. Your bird will be comforting. You'll be going, "This isn't who I am."
What?
This isn't who I am. Your whole facade that you put on for 18 years, and after this podcast of being attacked for constantly people going, "You say you're great, but you've done nothing great in your life." You say you're getting, you're going to go, "I know, there's nothing I can do." And you're going to have that moment like him, and he'll be there watching you with a pack of pork scratching.
You know, we've got 5,000 Patreons and we've got 18 months to commit to. So, you'd kill yourself if I literally pulled off something like someone went, right, learn the piano to a grade 1 style, whatever the top grade is in 18 months.
You think you're going to be fucking Beethoven?
I don't think that's possible for anyone, is it, to get to grade 1 in 18
Well, we'll
months.
see when we have 5,000 Patrons.
Why? What's grade 1? Is that?
Or whatever it is.
Is that? I can't. I don't know which way around it goes. Is one?
I don't know.
Is one the worst or the best?
I think it's the other way around, but I don't know. I'm not a musician.
So we're going to try and both become master pianists.
If you could think of wind-based instruments, that would be preferred.
What do you reckon would be your best Olympic sport?
I actually have excellent lungs. What
would be your best Olympic sport that you could get good at?
Shot put.
I would shot put, weightlifting, something like that.
Right.
What would yours be?
You want the one that's out? I think
sumo wrestling.
The Patreons should vote.
Is that one?
Yeah, sumo's on it now. Yeah.
The one you do should be the one that's most out of your comfort zone. I think. Like for me, it probably would be like weightlifting or something.
I mean,
very weak man.
Me and you go weightlifting.
We'll do this. We'll do.
Are you fast? You look like you'd be quite fast twitch.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if I'm particularly fast, but I was all right at running at school.
You'd look.
I look like I've escaped from the woods.
He looks gangly.
I look awful.
I'm running. Good. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm very good at table tennis. That would be my.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ping pong's my thing, man.
Is it? How good?
I'd be confident in giving you 18 months to try and.
Wow!
Yeah.
Get him on the ping. Yeah, we'll do that. Ping pong.
Yeah, we'll do that. I've had a ping pong table. I've had a ping pong table since I was 6.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
But he just eats off it.
It's good for buffets.
I'm less confident.
One side for the empties.
No, I haven't. We had one for 6 months.
Fucking balls getting.
No.
Stop playing.
How many balls on him?
I'm pretty good, I think. Yeah.
Are they wontons flying over the net?
Do you think you'd beat Jack Hunter Oh, that could be a Patreon. We'll get Jack Hunter on.
We'll Paralympian.
We'll get Eric on.
Ping pong player.
No way.
They can teach us.
No.
Well,
I mean, I'd do it.
I fancy my chances against them myself. Just going to hit a dead eye on it.
What?
Just bounce it dead eye off the table.
Mate, I don't think that technique is going to be against the fucking champion.
Is it?
His serve will be unreturnable.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be that low. You're going to not be able to get it high enough.
I've got to wait for my serve, obviously. Then when it's my serve, bang, bang.
Fucking hell. He thinks that's going to work against the fucking Paralympian just because they can't get out the seat. What
I'll do, I'll let the air and the tyres on his wheelchair a bit low.
Is this what you do? Like you watch, say, the Olympics and you're just sat there with your skull.
The Paralympics.
Yeah,
he goes, I'm going to have
I can fucking do that.
In 18 months.
Yeah. You can do that with a chair. Is that what you do? You just sit there going, I could do that.
No,
Inspector Morse is on. I knew that.
No, I'd have
got him in scene 1. Would have been a shit episode.
I normally do get them quite quickly.
Unbelievable. You could walk like a high wire. You can learn that.
Yeah.
The circus.
Just balance that, innit?
Yeah.
Martin Moore.
Yeah, it's just balance.
Does he do that?
He's a circus.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
You could learn to balance in 18 months.
Oh, the confidence, though.
Oh,
I guess that is part of it, though. I'd just be shitting myself.
It's
and then
the
that would
effort,
obviously
though,
ruin
isn't it? It's the effort to learn how to do that. You say you value your time.
But
you would never, somebody who values your time as much as you do, would never value walking across.
Because I think it's worth
from here to that wall.
I think it's worth 80 feet and not go the same.
What's Rob doing now? Like, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know whether to prove the point he can master something, or does he value his time? He'd be in a complete limbo about which bit of me am I going to fucking lie about here.
Well, it depends. Told you. That's why I do it when we've got enough Patreons, because I'd convince myself I'm being paid to do this.
Right.
I'm being paid.
Where have you got 18 months from? Why is that this? They say 10,000 hours, don't they?
Yeah, well, I just think...
How many hours in 18
months?
That's probably a lot of that.
If you commit to something 10 hours a day, like a proper job,
Yeah.
I think 18 months.
Yeah, work out how many hours you have to spend a day.
How many hours? Like, so
60 hours a week. 60 hours a week, isn't it? That's what I'm saying.
So 50.
52. So what's
Hang
that?
on, so 10,
That's
3,120 in a year.
Yeah, and then so another half of that. So you're halfway there. So if you're a master at anything, then I'll be quite good at anything for 5 hours. So basically what I'm saying is...
You got to sleep and eat, though. So how long?
No,
how
it's 10 hours a day, 6 days a week.
But do you think anyone
Right, so 60 hours a week
has equal, like, chance
3,000.
Yeah. We're not all equally talented, are we? Or do you think we are?
10 hours a week for 6 days.
Like, if someone spends 10 hours a day...
There's no way you're going to do anything for 10 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Yeah, we glossed over like that, like you would actually do that. Just to play table tennis.
I never said I would do it. I said I could.
It's longer than a full-time job.
There's a big difference. 60 hours is a standard working week for most people.
What, to work 10 hours a day for 6 days?
Yeah, well,
in a week?
When I was a Spark, I was doing 12... Well, when I was a Sparks mate, I was doing 12 hours a day, 5 days a week.
What, just hanging out with him?
Very good. Very good, Phil.
I could be his mate for that.
Well, do you think we all have equal potential?
Do we think we all have equal potential?
Yeah.
No. I just think I have a
You
great
just think you have a particularly high amount?
No, I mean...
I think I'd be adept to anything.
Right.
So...
What do you want to be talented at? Not that you're not at anything.
Nothing, I'm not bothered.
But
I tell you what,
it's just
18 months to win the Leicester Mercury Award.
No, because that's all politics.
Yeah.
What you're basically saying is you've got 18 months to sidle up to a promoter.
Yeah, there you go. 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. DMing them constantly.
First thing you have to do.
Hey, that Bushmills is nice. Oh, have you tried the McDonald's new McPlant?
First thing you have to do
I'd
is
love to play your venue again for free.
What promoters actually vote on this thing?
What, you just start working for promoters for nothing? So they go, I'll do your gigs for nothing if you nominate me for the Leicester Mercury.
And they go, no, we're all right. Fully booked. Sorry, mate. I can bring my own PA system.
Yeah.
I think yours looks a bit old. I thought I'll give you a new one. Now we're just like shouting at this gig. Thanks, Rob. Oh God! So I wish I had your confidence.
What now? What now? I need to prepare stuff for when we run dry, don't I?
I thought it's at a natural. I think we're not. I fucked up.
I think it's sort of
I was going to say we're not at a stumbling block, and then I stumbled.
Stay in the silence, yeah.
Yeah,
I love the
just
silence.
Enjoy it, man.
I love the silence though, but Pete, you think it's bad? I'll sit here now for 3 minutes in silence.
Yeah,
well, let's try it.
Let's meditate.
3 minutes.
The audience.
Can't do 3 minutes.
I thought this.
I have too much respect for the audience.
We can't do 3 minutes.
I do. That's why they deserve 3 minutes.
What about if we do like a minute silence for a reason? I don't know.
All right then. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
A minute silence for all the time Phil's wasted in his life.
I've wasted any time. What? Why am I wasting time?
Well, no, but if we stay silent for a minute and see what we come up with.
I'm quite inspired by Phil's
that's breaking the rules of podcasting. That
he's totally well. I don't know if any of it's persona or not, but he seemed totally accepting of.
It's just who I am.
You said you wish you had my confidence, but that's confidence.
He's not defending.
Being willing to be so cheap so publicly is confidence.
I don't mind people hating me.
Confidence.
He just doesn't mind. He's not like.
That's why I said my insecurity about I would pay. Because I'm not.
You say I don't care about people like me
do you
anymore.
wish you could be the man Phil is? Do you wish?
Me?
Yeah.
No, because I value my time. I just don't.
That's not about you don't value yourself.
I don't understand the logic behind it.
Right.
No, but there's
it's
like,
not that. It's
for me. I
give
don't
him
get
enough
it.
rope, he'll hang himself and tell you.
If you're
right, saying, I value my time, I value this. He'll eventually go, yeah, I'm insecure.
It's not that.
Have you never admitted to? Because obviously, like,
no, he never admitted to being insecure.
We've not.
The other day we got asked on the
met.
Patreon, name a time you've died on stage,
and he said none.
He didn't have a gig.
I can. Well, I'm not saying you've died, but you've not exactly lived life to its fullest on stage ever. I won't look at you and go, you could die happy now after that performance. I've never once done that. So maybe you should not worry so much about dying, but living. Maybe we all should.
Listen, I'm surviving.
We all die,
dying.
but not
That's
everybody
fine.
lives.
Listen, I'm fine with surviving.
But, Rob seems happy. He's doing all his things.
Yeah.
Busy, Decent guy. Fair play to you.
So is it we now character assassinating me now, are we?
No, why didn't you believe what I just said? You're happy. You're a nice
The way
guy.
you said it.
Do you think you have any flaws, Rob?
Do I think I have flaws?
Yeah.
Plenty.
But you're just not. Maybe you're like Phil in that same self-acceptance then, because you're not bothered by him, or you are bothered.
I try to correct them, but some of them I think are just I can't help. I can't help as much as I try and help. But like I'm quite. I have terrible FOMO. That gets to me sometimes.
FOMO.
Yeah.
Fear of missing out. I get terrible fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Is that because you missed out a lot as a child?
I try too hard.
Try too hard. What do you mean?
Sometimes, like I get excited and I end up being like overexcitable,
right?
And then I'll go too far with things because.
Okay.
So maybe not try too hard. Maybe just like I go too far with things.
As in, like
I'm excitable.
Yeah, so you're like, oh god, everyone's having a good time. Oh, we're all playing pranks on each other, and you're the guy who goes a bit too far.
Not so much pranks, but like I'll get drunk too quickly because I'm excited to be going out, and then I'll with my mates, spend time with my mates, sort of thing. Or I'll end up being too loud because I'm looking forward to the part where everyone's.
Is that not sad that you look forward to it that too much? The fact you look forward to going out so much.
I'm just a very.
Like, why is this so important?
Why don't you
person.
try and look forward to going in to yourself?
That's what we want to.
I'm a very social person. Just I think that's fine. I think
any more
we
flaws?
all have personality traits. What?
Any more flaws? Yeah.
Don't know. I'm struggling now. I put off paying bills.
Why?
Yeah, procrastinating.
I just can't. I just don't. I just think I'll deal with that when the time comes, and then I forget about it when the time comes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I could quite easily just deal with that then and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't do that like in the restaurants when you're going to pay for everyone's fucking meal.
No, because that
procrastinate over that.
I wouldn't
for days staring at it on the table.
No, I wouldn't want to ruin a social occasion.
Were there any way you'd ruin a social occasion for me is if you attended?
Up, yeah, hey.
You got there first.
He was hacking it. Too
but you were trying too hard then to get the joke out. But we'd have all had much more fun if you let me do it with timing. But you're not interested in that, are you?
No, because it was too obvious. I respect our audience too much.
He values his time.
Don't.
I value my time to not watch you.
The stuff you say about your audience before you press record is atrocious.
I've not seen much vulnerability from you either, I don't think.
Oh, me, I'm a mess, aren't I?
Oh,
it's just taken as read that. They just go.
It's just a given.
Yeah, it's just to go like that. He doesn't need psychoanalyzing. I've psychoanalyzed myself enough to know that I'm fucked.
Have you ever had any therapy or anything?
No, but I think I want to get some. Everyone seems to have. I think everybody has it, don't they now? So
I had therapy, but
what's it like?
I think it's an American thing, me.
My therapy, it was. Oh, it's not. This makes me sound like the most arrogant story ever. But my therapist fell in love with me, so couldn't treat me anymore.
Of course she did.
Philip.
Exactly.
She did.
It is 100% true.
Ways.
100% true.
There's a man for me.
This is when I was about 20.
He queried the bill.
So you what?
That's £120.
It was free therapy.
You what? You demanded to see the manager? Tell me more.
Yeah,
no, this was when I was 20 years old.
Soaking wet. Tell me more.
Come on then.
Nothing. I wasn't using. Well, she was like late 20s, and
20 is quite young to be going into
she's
it.
Late 20s.
I'm 20.
Quite young to be going into it.
She's maybe late 20s.
Especially back when you were 20, when mental health wasn't really.
Exactly. I was like, just because I've not done a show about it, don't mean it didn't happen.
Oh, I'm pretty much sure all your shows are about it.
Before you get into this, make sure we don't have to cut anything.
So anyway, no, it's very basically I would go in, and then after a while I was like, I don't think I'm using this to its full like all I do is try and make this person laugh for an hour and tell them about all the things and then leave. So
you never had therapy, you had gigs with this
basically I was using it as a way to go and try and be funny for an hour.
Yeah, soundboard, just sound off.
So I would just go, God, these things annoy me, or these things that, and then
Phil's going home and writing things that never happened to him in the past, just to make a therapist laugh.
Yeah, with my whiteboard. I mean, I think most of my dad issues.
Go on.
The other week I was at, and so
it was our grown-up black.
So go on. She fell in love with you.
No, because I went in I could see things happening that were a bit odd. So I went in one day and it'd been raining, and she went, "Oh, look, I used to have hair."
I'm a bit wet.
She went, "Oh, I'd love to just towel you down," and I went, "Oh, that's a bit." Seemed like it's an appropriate thing to say.
I don't know. I think
okay,
it's probably a fun thing.
How old is she compared to you at this?
I told you she's about 28.
She
wasn't going for like 10 years. I was only going for
about 10 years
a year.
difference, about a decade difference.
And then one day I went in and she said, "Can we have a chat in the other room?" She said, "I've spoken to my supervisor about it." So now I've started to develop some kind of feelings for you, which I think are probably inappropriate, not going to help you in any way. Because
that's quite a flex.
You come in, she says, and I don't know if I'm helping you because I just enjoy hanging out and listening to your stories.
Of course she does, because
you're such an amazing person. She went, and I can see it through your... No, okay, she didn't say that last bit. But she goes, so I don't know if I can help you. So she went, but if I've spoken to him and he said, as long as I talk to you about it, I'm open about it. And if you're happy to continue, there won't be anything inappropriate done from each other, but we'll just continue as this if you think it's of use.
And what did you say?
Of course I said yes. I was an attractive lady in the late 20s.
You spent a year.
Flattered.
You spent a year trying to make that happen.
I was just flattered.
And then did you go out?
No. She came to my graduation thing though and gave me a gift, which was like this.
What was the gift?
It was like this. Like a mineral, like a stone that you'd buy in a shop that, when you've run out of ideas of how to live longer and be happy. Right. So you buy loads of crystals and a fucking album of whales going. Yeah.
She's probably
one of
them
kind
herself,
of things. So she gave me one of those and went and wrote down what it all meant and then gave me a little letter to go with it.
What did it say in the letter?
Don't need to know all about that.
So you had therapy once at 20 and you had to stop because they were all falling head over heels.
No, then I had CBT to stop OCD.
So I'm the arrogant one.
CBT to stop OCD.
I'm the arrogant one, but
BTW.
His therapist, he had to stop therapy because she fell in love with him.
I know it's going to sound like bullshit, but that's just sometimes that's life.
Give Phil 18 months and he'll
that woman in Nottingham who said I was handsome.
He'll woo any woman. 18 months, any woman he'll woo.
I've got loads of flaws. I'm a hugely flaw. I don't think... I'd rather not be the guy in those cinema stories doing it, but I still think I'm right.
Oh. Ooh.
Well, I'm right.
That goes against my earlier...
No, but this is the thing.
You lost respect for him now.
No, it's like he totally accepts who he is and that. You'd say you would rather not be that person.
No, because, it's an easier life not to be. It'd be easy to be Rob, wouldn't it? Yeah. Turning up with his fucking clip easier. And throwing all his 20s into the middle.
So much easier.
But I am that guy, so that's just it, innit?
Yeah.
So I just get on with it.
Why not correct?
Well, people can change, yeah.
No.
Oh. No. I'm a big believer in being able to correct your behaviour.
But that's correct behaviour in my mind.
Yeah, but you'd rather not.
You'd rather not do it. So it's not correct.
No, I'd rather not have to get into discussions about it. I'd rather everyone else lived by my rules.
But that's not going to happen.
Exactly. So then I've got to argue about it.
Well, you don't, because you said you'd rather not.
No, but I do.
But if you'd rather not do it, then just don't do it.
I'm saying it'd be an easier life. But if I think I'm right, I'm going to have to say something.
So your problem is you're constantly thinking you're right.
No, I also know when I'm...
It's like that Dave Chappelle quote where it's like, sometimes you've got to be a lion to be the sheep you always are or something.
No, because...
He's got to be and fight because really he just wants everyone to live happily and there to be no service charge.
I don't always think I'm right, but we're not talking about those stories. I'm telling you about stories when I think I'm in the right and
so
I've done what I think is right.
You only tell us stories that...
Okay then. Well, next time I'll come on. I'll tell you about the nice things that that I don't think you should stab your nana in the chest because you want a tea set.
Is that what you did?
No, I just said I don't think you should do that.
Oh right.
There's no point me coming on talking about all the things I don't think you should do that I've never done.
You should talk about the things that you don't think you should do that you have done.
That I don't think I should do.
That you should have done.
Well, I haven't got time now. It's 1:30. An hour and a half.
So
what about you? Been to therapy?
Yeah. Big time lot.
You feel like,
big time.
That's what you were sensing as asthma.
I've done that shit for years.
the way you sat back and listened to Phil then, it was like you'd experienced therapy.
I've had female therapists. I've not had them falling in love.
No one's
with
fell in love with
Got
you.
no puss from the therapy sessions.
Have you got into therapy and tried to show up?
I've asked them if they think I'm attractive though before.
Right.
Were you horny at the time? I think you should always masturbate before you go for a therapy
100%.
session.
Not necessarily them, but a lot of my issues have been around
Whether you're attractive or not.
ugly
Were
and
you
stuff
on a
like
chaise?
that.
Were you on a chaise long?
So I'd be like, I'd want them to say, you know,
You're fit as fuck. Yeah.
and I'd be, I wouldn't so directly be like that, but I'm wanting to angle it and
Have
be
you
like,
always got female therapists?
I'd mail once and that wasn't that good.
You know,
Shit.
you could just go to a brass and she'll tell you what you want to hear.
No, but I didn't
It'll
want.
be a similar price.
You know what I wanted? I didn't want.
That's what you did at your therapy.
And then in 18 months' time, you'll be me.
I wanted me to be talking about all these problems and like feeling that I'd never be loved and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I want them to say, "Look at you," you know.
Yeah, but that's not therapy, though, is it? They're not allowed to say that.
No, but I'd want them to be so frustrated that someone this like handsome
Yeah.
can't see how good he really is, that they'd have to almost break the rules of therapy and be like, listen, I shouldn't normally get involved and say you're this or you're that, but I just have to say in your case, you're
Again,
I don't normally sit on.
beautiful.
again,
I don't normally sit on a towel when I've got someone
a
in.
few gears here with his level of fucking.
go to a brass. Because they have the same
Can I
rules.
just check?
They have the
Is a
same
brass
rules.
a prostitute?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
Go
I
to
didn't know
have
what
no
that meant.
fucking idea.
Go
what
to
it
a
is.
prostitute. Because they have the same rules of a therapist. They can't fall in love. They don't want to tell you lies, and they'll break their rules and tell you. And
No, but I don't want to pay. I want
that's what you're paying a therapist
in my
for.
own head, I want it to be like they've done something a bit bad today by telling me that.
That's the same as a prostitute because they can't say that.
No, but I'd know that they only
But
just
they have
did,
the same
they only
rules.
did that because I'm paying them. I don't
No,
think.
but it's the same. A therapist only going to do that because you're paying them.
No, because if a
Are you equating therapists
Yeah.
to prostitutes?
Yeah, I think therapists
On Shield Road for £3 a go.
I didn't say prostitutes on Seal Road. I said therapists and
escort.
sex workers have very similar rules.
No, the difference.
And where do you know this from?
How
Where
do
the
you
fuck
know
do you
so
this?
much?
What do you mean? Not know so much.
The-
Think about it. Of course they do. Can't fall in love with the clients.
Yes, they can.
Of course, have you not seen Pretty Woman?
You seen Phil? Phil, he fell in love with his therapist. He can fall in love with a
I didn't
pretty
fall
woman.
in love with a
Pretty woman.
Pretty Woman.
You're full of shite.
Loads of
Eric.
other
Carry on.
examples, I'm sure.
Do you think Pretty Woman was a documentary?
I've seen Brass's documentaries.
And none of them fall in love with the clients.
It's
Yeah,
not.
they do. Yes, they do.
They don't lie.
Absolutely do. They
Don't
have a
lie to the
relationship with the
clients.
pimp.
They don't
the pimp
tell-
used to use them, and then
The pimp is not the client.
sometimes it is.
No, it's not.
I've seen some Vice stuff.
This isn't about them falling in love with.
No,
me.
it's not this.
No,
it's not.
I know.
This
Twisting it.
This is about them saying, almost giving me confidence that I'm objectively.
Yeah, but a
hard work.
prostitute would never do that to a client either because they wouldn't want to give them a sense of false security or something like that.
No, prostitute
Could be
would
more.
probably
No,
do
they
that.
wouldn't. They wouldn't. Honestly.
Okay, well I don't know.
Honestly,
They try.
the prostitute.
They want it.
No,
They
wait,
want
wait,
to keep
wait,
it. They want to
Honestly,
keep
It
it.
would be like,
Wait,
oh, you're
they
so
do.
handsome.
Rick Ross over
Yeah,
They want to
here.
keep a level.
Yeah,
a
but they
professional
would.
distance.
Wouldn't they be like, you're so handsome and all that? I don't know what
no,
it's like
of
to
course,
be
Yes,
a prostitute.
strippers. They will make you
course
feel like
they
a
will.
fucking
Yeah,
god.
don't go near a stripper. They'll lie to your face.
But a brass is different.
Yeah. That keeps them all the professional distance if you're a brass.
Yeah, because they've been trafficked. They've been
I've
fucking
got-
trafficked from Romania.
This chair's breaking now.
They've
Yeah.
been trafficked. The village is so many. They've been trafficked.
Yeah, I
Not
don't.
all of them. Not all of them.
They need therapy
Oh,
themselves.
the-
And
what-
you're then telling me that they're just
The
as
ones
good
that
as a
you
fucking
meet with
therapist.
are.
What?
I bet the
You're
ones you
full of
find are underneath
shite.
some.
I've met 3 prostitutes in my time. Every one of them lovely. Every one of them local.
You've
Two of them.
had sexual intercourse.
No sexual intercourse. I've
He
literally.
never goes out the L postcode. No,
I've
he wouldn't know.
literally had.
Everyone lovely, everyone local.
I've had 2.
Lovely and local, yeah. Stay local with
Lovely and local.
Big Bobby
In the-
T's brass. Brass, whatever the fuck.
In the last 3 years, I've had 2 prostitutes in my taxi, and we were talking about it. They were on
Did they pay the fare?
yeah with
Are
cash.
they off the food bank?
No,
But I'm talking about I'm telling the therapist about psychological
Yeah, you
issues.
can tell a prostitute that as well.
No, but
Why can't you just let him go to the fucking therapist? What is wrong with
he's
him?
not getting
Why
what
is
he wants out of it.
Well, he doesn't want to have sexual intercourse.
Do you want to have sexual intercourse?
no, not with the therapist.
He wants a person.
Yeah, not with a therapist.
But you're arguing
he
to
wants
him.
to get to a point of maybe why he feels like he needs to feel them say he's fit. Why do I feel I need you to tell me I'm fit? Not tell me I'm fit.
And
I know you want that, but he wants to know why he feels the need to be told he's fit.
And he knows he doesn't want. He wants someone who will break the rules.
6, all shite. They ended up sucking him off for 80
Probably
quid.
Probably about 3 or 4, maybe 5. But they've all been like,
well, just can
uni.
Can we just
Maybe if Eric
please,
was allowed
please.
to finish,
He's had
he
4
might get over these problems.
He's had 4 or 5.
You're worse than that prostitute.
Eric, please, just the next one. Try a sex worker and see if you go to a therapist again. Afterwards.
Do not.
I'm not.
Why would I don't even know why I'm having to tell you that. You won't.
No,
Because no one would listen.
You've
to
tried 5 therapists. Next, try a sex worker. Just saying.
It didn't eat
I'm just saying.
Yeah, and if not,
clearly one's not working.
And if not,
maybe listen to my advice.
Try a magician, because any professional magician is not meant to fall in love with the client. So if you hire him for a private party, you fucking know your rules.
I would only
hire someone from Paw
This is
Patrol.
coming from a man that reckons every woman at every gig he's ever performed at wants to shag him. So just let you know, and he was also in the gym. He will look at himself in the mirror and think, I am genuinely one of the best looking men in the world, and he's trying to tell you that sex workers will make you feel. It's ridiculous. He's even tried to talk about this. He is full of shite. Sex worker is going to.
Eric, you just try it and come back to us.
I think it's like I had phone therapy as well.
Phone sex
in the pandemic, like
Babe Station, mate.
NHS.
Ring them on the way home.
Yeah.
And that annoyed me. Because that was a man, so it didn't really matter whether it was a woman or a man. But if I'm talking about
a woman's better though, isn't
feeling insecure about what I look like,
I
felt like I couldn't get reassurance from him.
Yeah, you don't want someone like me on the other end of the phone going, fucking hell, lad.
Just because he can't see me, so I would be thinking, well, he'd be saying this to an ugly. If someone was actually ugly, he'd be saying this. Like he can't reassure me that
it wasn't even FaceTime.
I could absolutely be a gremlin, and
it wasn't even FaceTime sort of thing.
No, it was just over voice call. Yeah.
You need to start going in with a really ugly person with similar issues.
Yeah,
and you want to sit there and then go,
oh God,
which one would you?
This is not going to end well.
Would you say that to him?
So,
that's it.
No, you just say I've got an experiment.
Have you ever tried the Undateables, Eric? Have you ever gone on the Undateables?
Yeah, you do that. And
I'm in a relationship
and he's
now,
twitching and doing poetry.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
painting as well,
which has helped with the validation and stuff. But I think I was already coming out of that to get the confidence for that to happen, and etc.
I still recommend.
Does she have to tell you that you're beautiful every day?
No.
Do you wake up and go, still beautiful? Yes. Yes. The most beautiful.
Mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Standing over her while she wakes up. Who is say it? Say it.
Are you at work? Yeah, look in the car park.
Eric,
who's the prettiest boy in the car park?
Eric, please, you're beautiful. You're beautiful.
You trying to do
£60, Eric.
Simon, but what are you doing?
Beautiful boy.
He does an impression of my family. I do stand up because I'm Wozniak and it's like Polish, and we came over from like Kazakhstan or something, and then he'll do like an impression of Manago, like, Simon, you must do gig for just the tonic.
Grandmother need new donkey, Simon. Go to Darrell Martin. Good man, look after you, get your gigs.
Yeah.
Is Spiky Mike still doing Funhouse in Leak?
Greg's a real deal.
He do good progression, Simon. You do your open spots, move your arm a bit. Nothing too blue for Spiky Mike.
I love that man he does there.
Lovely. They move around Europe though, don't they? Your family from the side of it.
That's interesting that you want that, because you need to get to the bottom of that, don't you? Of why you feel the need to be constantly be validated almost in it.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like their technique.
It's just mummy issues. That's what it is.
Do you reckon?
Well, it's all mummy and dad. We've
No,
all
that
got
saved you a bit of money and time.
Me and Simon have got daddy issues. You've clearly got mummy issues.
Why?
Do you
Because the
reckon?
mum is what calls you beautiful.
Yeah, because your mummy's special boy and that. Your mum, you were never mummy's special boy.
You're one
I
of
think
like
I was
7 or something.
Oh, yeah,
aren't
I'm one of 8.
So there's
kids.
not a lot
That's
of time.
what it
You
is,
didn't get a
then,
lot of
isn't it?
attention, maybe.
I didn't feel.
Yeah, it's the mummy issues. It all comes down to mum and
Yeah.
dad.
I think it's something to do with your neighbours.
But that I wouldn't want. If the therapist
Are they
said that,
Eastern European?
if the therapist said that, I mean, they wouldn't phrase it like, "Oh, it's just mummy issues." But if they said like the actual psychological answer to it, that wouldn't be.
Well,
as,
surely they ask about your relationship with mum and dad, do they? Or like as a starting point to find out about what went wrong in your childhood?
Well,
no, a lot of what
they never get that far because all he goes, "Am I good looking? Am I spirity?"
Do they know you're a stand-up or do stand-up?
Yeah,
Right.
and that would annoy me as well, actually, because. And this sounds really
They're
bad
trying to be
now.
funny.
No, because I'd be like, "Oh, am I doing the right thing in my life and like doing stuff?" But again, they don't know how the guy on the phone doesn't know whether I'm ugly or not. So he'd say the same thing. They don't know whether I'm a good comedian or not. So I could be like a proper shit comic, just going like, "Oh, I don't know if this is for me and that, and whether I should be doing it or whether I'm good enough."
Yeah.
So what do you think you do stand-up for? I mean, I do it for money now. And I don't get much of it anyway.
It's not for the art, is it? Fucking Sandra and Greg's! Fucking them steak beaks!
You fucking rat!
Don't start. What do you do stand-up for, do you reckon? Do you reckon you do it for the attention and the validation? Well, we all do the same thing.
All for validation.
Yeah.
We're all filling a hole.
Yeah,
But isn't everyone
I do
who
it to
does
fund
anything
ISIS.
for validation?
Yes. We're all. What do you do it for?
Fund ISIS.
Fund your cousin back in Kazakhstan.
So,
like any job you do is probably for validation. If you're a doctor, it's because you're like.
I don't think there's any bin men out there who are like emptying bins going. Fucking
any job.
I love the fact that people value my
any job that's not just for money. Then that's not just like.
So the therapy that you're doing it for like 3 or 4 times.
Most doctors I know did do it for money and status.
Has it helped you at all? Would you say it has helped you at all? Not you just go from therapist to therapist, just going. No one's telling me what I want to hear here.
I think it helped. I think reaching that dead end helped me. Actually, being
talk to that one bloke.
Yeah.
Do you think you need one of them to go? Listen, mate. You just need to get over what people look like and just get on with it. Do you think that?
Yeah. Well, I think that is what I've done. I don't know if anyone told me that though.
I would love it if just one therapist went, "Just get a sex worker, and you'll be all right."
Yeah.
If that happens, let us know.
I think I've got a lot more.
I'll delete the episode.
Confidence.
No, I'm keeping the episode. Right, go on, tell us about your comments because we need to go now. So,
okay.
No, you
so fucking wrap it up, mate. Good luck with your confidence, you piece of shit. Come on.
He needs to get his train. I'm thinking of him.
Yeah, it's 5, but he's got plenty of time to get to the station.
It's 9:35. His train.
Yeah, it only takes 5 minutes.
Okay.
I think actually having
you're driving to Birmingham if he misses his train.
Like some romantic success,
right?
And like. Not just a relationship.
So
a few things before that.
Do you think it was? Do you think it might have been a secular?
It's like rejection.
Yeah. Do you think it was? So was you getting rejected, or was
like
it a case
of
you weren't putting yourself out there?
When I was at uni, I was still a virgin and stuff like that. And
was you getting rejected, or were you not putting yourself out there?
There was a couple of big ones that looking back, there's no way it ever would have worked out because of how into them I was. But when you really like the first girl, you like and you ask them out, and you know,
like proper UV,
and then crushed by that, and then
like locked her up in a basement.
Yeah.
Would you just let him fucking talk? You there? Can you wrap it up? We got to talk about your real issues in the podcast, but you can keep it within 3 minutes. And then he's trying to talk, and you go, "Oh yeah, it's locked in a basement." What are you talking about?
The plot of You on Netflix.
Well, to wrap it up, once
you just say something really fucking sad. You turn up.
Once, which is maybe why I do stand-up as well, for attention and increasing my confidence. Mm-hmm. Stand-up maybe led to some romantic interactions, led to more confidence, led to
brilliant.
Feeling all right.
You're about to say once then and tell us something interesting. So
you are?
You said once as if you're about to tell us an interesting story about rejection.
Oh, yeah. Nah, it's not. It'd just be too... boring and involve a person and stuff. Yeah.
But again, like you say, we do need to wrap it up. But well done for just fucking shouting sex worker for 20 minutes. But Eric could have actually spoke to us, and me and Phil could have listened to it.
Stand by it.
And there's you. You don't need fucking therapy. Just get a fucking brass.
Get down, big Bobby T's brass.
But you weren't... Okay, I know we need to wrap...
He needs a brass. You need therapy.
You weren't telling me to get a brass to have sex with. You were telling me to
talk to them.
To be my therapist.
Yeah,
which
just
is
talk to them.
Yeah.
Just talk to them, and I think they'll look after
I think their rates are... Well, it depends. Their rates are probably higher, though.
I think... Oh.
Well,
get a brass and take them to your therapy session. There you go.
Not if you don't mind them having sex with a businessman whilst you talk to them. Usually they do a 2-for-1.
You need to sell yourself. That's what you need. You need a brass. You need therapy, and you need to become a brass. A sex worker.
And what about
if I fucking
you need more
up.
disposable income, and every woman loves you anyway. So.
And you need all fucking 3.
You want me to go to the ambassador's ball with some rich woman? Hiya, where's she put me coat?
I've got these scratchings here.
What's on the bar?
6 of these.
Do you have skull in here?
Right, I think that we'll have to wrap that up. Then
Eric, where can we find you, mate?
YouTube as well.
Oh, you got your podcast.
You said as well. You haven't told us anything else. So where can we find Eric?
I meant as well as this podcast being on YouTube.
Right.
But Eric Rushton on YouTube.
Eric
Rushton 96 on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, I guess.
96.
Facebook.
Winner of the best comedy competition in the UK, most prestigious comedy competition.
Well,
so
Edinburgh's quite high up there, isn't it?
Nah, mate. That's
Panel
useless.
prize, that's pretty big.
Yeah, mate. Edinburgh, no. That's no.
And Phil, even though everyone else should know by now, but where are we finding you?
I
am Phil Ellis on Twitter.
At the Phil Ellis, which again isn't arrogance, just it's gone.
Is it the same on Instagram?
Phil M Ellis, and my mother's maiden name is, and that's it really.
Where can we get your BBC thing to buy? Because I looked for it the other day and couldn't find it.
It's on Penguin Audiobooks or Amazon Audio. What's the Amazon? Audible. Phil Ellis is trying all 3 series. Check it out.
I'll be buying that tomorrow.
And his YouTube channel, check that out. They're funny lockdown videos.
Thanks for trying to push.
I keep pushing that. They need to be pushed.
It's terrible.
They're brilliant.
Right. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this and you want more of our bullshit, check us out on Patreon. Patreon.com/another one.
Please. Because without the Patreon, this dies.
We need the help. We need.
Hey, come on. Let's get them a neon sign in their own studio. Let's get them out of this death room.
Thank you. Ta-da.
Ta-da.